Welcome everybody to the first episode of the podcast. I am Cupcake. Hello.
I'm Hannah. Hey.
It is the first ever episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go.
Welcome. If you don't know what this podcast is about, basically it's just me and one of my best friends just talking about anything under the sun. Today, our first episode is about dating. And the reason why it's kind of weird is because, well, I am a queer woman and she is straight. So
let's rephrase this a little bit.
What the fuck do you mean?
I am straight, but I'm also asexual, so I think this makes it really funny considering I had a hoe phase on accident. Anyways, please
we'll get to that in a second. So, here's the thing. We are both on dating apps. We are both single, but we've been talking to people for a little bit, and I kind of want to get into an insight of what it's like to be on that kind of side of dating, especially as as young people in such a small city.
Sexy college woman in STEM.
In STEM.
I'm an engineer.
I am not. I just graduated high school and I have no idea what the fuck I want to do with my life. So, see cute or whatever.
Serving cunt.
No! Don't say that!
Was that the one word I wasn't allowed?
Yes! That was the one word!
You should have told me that. I asked if I could swear.
I didn't know you were gonna go that far!
It's my favorite word, Kristen.
That is not true!
I say that all the time. Well, now.
No!
That phrase, I want to say it again, but...
No! That was the one word! God damn it!
Can I say giving bitch?
Yes, you can say that.
Giving bitch. Okay.
Okay. Damn it, though! You had one job! You had one job!
My bad, Pio.
Okay.
Alright, what were you saying? Oh yeah, you were saying that you're not in college and you don't know what you want to do with life.
Thank you so much for recapping that.
It's giving bitch.
Oh my god. So, yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways, we are going to be talking about dating and our love lives, and I also want to touch on whether we are even ready for dating and stuff like that. So let's start off with a little bit of small talk. Okay, stop cackling. You do keep it a straight face.
You made me nervous.
What?
You always make me nervous.
Well, damn.
Okay, continue. Anyways.
Okay.
Also, hi. I love you too. I was looking at the chat.
Looking at chat.
Let me join on my computer and then mute it.
Yeah. Do that.
Anyways,
do that shit.
Talk to me, baby girl.
Okay, so the biggest thing about dating as such young people is that sometimes we don't even know what we want. And it's so difficult to like pick and choose. You think you do, and then sometimes you go for what you want and it doesn't turn out right.
See, here's the thing. I go for what I want, but the problem is most of what I want turns abusive.
Maybe it's because what you want is a little toxic, you know?
I learned a little tip, though, okay? For all the little girlies out there, do not fucking date men with twists. I repeat. Do not. not to like take out a whole section of like men, but I saw something the other day that was like, men with twists are already showing you they don't have commitment issues because they are fake ass dreads. And yeah, don't date men with twists. The last time that happened, I got abused. Okay. So,
Do we want to dive into that a little bit?
I don't even know where to start, for real.
Okay, so
that was the first man I ever shot my shot with in real life that like wasn't on a dating app. Like, I shot my shot. I should have never done that shit. Someone should have slapped me across the face.
Here's the thing. Everyone listening now doesn't understand the context of what's going into. So we're going to start with your dating life because it's probably the biggest portion because I don't have that big of a dating life in general. But you've been dating a lot more, mostly because you're older than I am and because, you know, you're more talkative, more interactive than I am because I'm very much like...
I like to put it
take
this
my
way.
time.
I'm an asexual with a whore mouth. I get myself into situations I do not want to be in. I think it's funny to call a man daddy, but then he's like, "Oh, what's up then?" My bad.
And then all of a sudden it gets weird, and you wonder why. You're wondering why the hell these men are like treating you this way, and then all of a sudden you're just like, but also,
it's a funny
fuck
joke.
me up.
It's a funny joke.
But not everyone asexual.
Yeah, but not everyone has the same sense of humor as me, and I'm funny. So I think it's their problem, to be honest. Anyways, I have a feeling, what if we just, like, went through the people we're talking to right now, like, explanations? Or, like, of reasons why we don't like them, or why we do like them, or, like...
Yeah, you could definitely pull out your phone and, like, scroll through Hinge, Bumble, stuff like that. I'm thinking of doing the exact same thing, because, bitch, there are some characters on there.
Bro. Oh, once I was on Tinder, I never went back to that scary little place, but, I saw this man, he was like 6'2" with a cowboy hat, and he had a diaper on as his, like, picture.
What
and
the fuck?
Another thing about Tinder is, I don't know about y'all, maybe it is literally just where I live and the college that I go to, but, like, men will constantly try to find ways to, like, put their bare ass on Tinder without, like, getting flagged. Like, maybe it's the side of Tinder I'm on. I don't know how to explain this. It's, like, literally, like, a man taking a selfie and then, like, reflecting in a mirror, and, like, the top left corner of the picture will be his bare ass. I've seen it more than once. More than once. And people wonder why they get banned off of Twitter, for real. I mean, Tinder?
Not Twitter! Weirdly enough, if you show your bare ass on Twitter, you will not get taken down.
You'll blow up.
You'll blow up. People will be like, damn, that ass, though.
Honestly, actually, I wonder how much people make off of, like, getting a lot of likes on Twitter, because I would start posting my ass if I made, like, hella money from it.
Honestly.
I wouldn't even have to put my face on that hoe.
You would not. Yeah, that's true. You would not have to.
My ass is fantastic, so if I ever make one, I'll let y'all know, and you can go all make me some money.
You could do that with, like, an OnlyFans account, you know?
It's true. I don't want to be an OnlyFans girl, though. Like,
but they make hella bank, dog.
All the power to OnlyFans girls, but, like, I don't want to be one of the... Like, have you ever, like, sometimes when I am on dating apps, it's like, if you're gonna match with me just to link me your OnlyFans, like, fuck you. I'm like, damn, there are really girls doing that shit. That's rough. That is rough.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh my god, this one man pulled some moves on me the other day, and I signed myself up to go on a date on accident.
Unfortunate. It was very unfortunate.
Low-key, it was smooth as fuck. Did I go? No. Will I meet him ever? I don't know. The problem here is that I don't know what he wants from me, because we made a joke about pegging, and I was like, LOL, funny. And
funny
I don't
joke?
know if he meant that shit anymore. I don't know. How do I do that? Okay, so I'm seeing a question of how do I do that on accident? You may ask. Okay, so basically, right, I could not tell if this man was just trying to be friends with me. So I was like, okay, I'm down to be friends, whatever. Like, he seems funny. He seems chill. We bonded over having single mothers, and I was like, "Aw, that's cute." And he was like, "Oh, let me get your
Yes,
Instagram."
that's adorable. The way that mothers are having to face adversity. That is
I love your man.
absolutely amazing.
Anyways, but like, you know, when you come across another person with a single mom, you gotta like dap them up. Like, you go through some shit too as a person. But like, basically, he was like, "Do you have a set to make bracelets?" He texted me that, and I was like, "What?" Because
The
I don't know
fuck
why he would
do
ask
you
me that.
mean
Like, as a
that?
person, I am a jewelry enjoyer. I wear a lot of jewelry. Shout out to Hard Jewelry, my favorite brand ever. But like, I only got my butterfly bracelet from them like a little while ago. It's not even on my Instagram or anything. So I don't know why he was thinking like I'm just like the bracelet girl with the bracelet set. Like, don't know what he thought about me for that. And I was like friendship bracelets? Like, what do you mean? And then he was like, yeah, like friendship bracelets. I've been feeling for one. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I guess like I don't know what. I was like, well, I don't have the string for it, but I do know how to make them. And he was like, it's a date then. Like, when should I pull up with it? I was like,
Yeah.
what? I thought I was literally just gonna explain to my man how to make one of these. I didn't even think we were friends. Like, I don't even know you, bitch. What? So I guess I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that was the smoothest way a man has ever tried to get me to go on a date because I was just accidentally suddenly in it.
Just like nowhere to escape. You're just in there.
I was so shook. I was on the phone with Kristen. I sent her the picture, and we were just fucking dying laughing on call for like 15 minutes. How does that happen? How?
I don't know.
I've never even heard a man pull a line like that before.
Yeah, it's just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just have this man being like, so, it's a date, let's go. And you're just like, hold on. Hold on. A bitch gotta wait. Hold on. What just happened?
Like, I don't even know you.
The entire time. The entire time. And you're just like,
And then somehow it got to pegging, and that's when I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
The thing is that he did not know what that was. Or at least
this shit was so... I have to read it. Oh my god. Okay.
It was so funny. Because the way he was talking, it sounded like he's never heard this before. Like, he doesn't understand, like, the little rainbow undertone that comes with it, okay? Like, he's now understanding that kind of concept.
Pegging is gay. I mean, it doesn't have to be gay, because it could be between, like a straight couple, obviously. But, like...
The whole kind of concept is a little gay.
It's a little fruity.
It is a little fruity.
Not to expose anybody, but my friends that I know get pegged, he's a little fruity.
Well, duh. He fruity.
If you're letting your girlfriend put something in your ass, you have to be a little fruity. I'm sorry. Like, even
it's
fingers.
True. It's true.
I can't believe we already got to butt stuff. It's been like 15 minutes.
Oh my god, yeah. But the thing is, it was the first guy that you thought you should bring out. Was this one weird ass
I had
the
men in the chat like some tips, bro, because that shit caught me off guard. Like, y'all can use that.
Yeah.
I'd never even heard a man say anything like that to me before.
Just like asking, hey, do you do this or do you want to do this? And then all of a sudden be like, oh, no? Okay, let's do it together.
Yeah, we were gonna... So, I think the way the pegging conversation started... there's no natural way to start this. I'm sorry, but basically, he found out I was a Taurus, right? My astrological sign.
Wait, Taurus?
Yeah, like the...
Wait, no. Wait, what? I don't know why, but that does not sound right. A Taurus? Taurus? How do you say it? Wait, fuck. I said
Taurus.
Huh. Wait, I don't know why, but that made my brain shut down.
That is like the smallest detail of what I'm about to say.
I know, but it's just like, it made me go, what?
Anyways, I thought I was a Taurus. I was like, oh shit, like, because I guess he is one too. So I was like, oh, like, are you a May Taurus? Because, like, that makes it different.
Yeah.
Like, are you a May Taurus? Because I'm a May Taurus. And I found out his birthday is like one day before mine. So I was like, okay, cool. And then he told me that my birthday is the same day as his father's birthday. So I was like, and he had been telling me, he was like, I don't know how I knew you were gonna say it was that day. Like, my birthday's on May 6th, and I don't know how. He was like, oh, I knew you were gonna say May 6th. You just radiate that energy. So I was like, do I radiate the same energy as tu papa?
Is your father?
Like, do I radiate the same energy as your dad?
Like, it
Anyway.
sounds a lot more fruity than it should have been from a
I
straight
was
man.
confused because, like, how do you know my birthday is May 6th but that your dad's birthday is May 6th? I feel like you're saying that my energy is like your dad's, obviously. So
Yeah.
then he was like, "What was that? I'm trying to find it, bro. Where is it? Okay. I said, do I put out the same energy as tu papa?" And then he said, nah, I mean, my shit spontaneous. Wait. No, wrong message, guys. But he said I was like, I'm not like his father. So I don't know how that even
It's like he was, but he wasn't. And it was
to
a
be honest with you.
weird little.
He said, not even close. Why? You the pegging type? Raised eyebrow emoji.
Oh my gosh.
So, as I do, I'm a smooth walker, smooth talker. I was
Smooth
like,
smooth.
I was like, damn boy, I don't know. You trying to find out? Raised eyebrow emoji? He said, I don't know. You trying to find out? Raised eyebrow emoji? That's when the smoothness kind of disappeared. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't just use my line back at me.
True. No,
And then
that's
said,
real though.
Here's the kicker, guys. He said, I do the pegging, right?
What?
Bestie, what?
It's like, dude.
Huh? In what way do you think you are the pegger? There's a reason it's called pegging and not just raw sex.
Why do you say it like that? Raw.
I'm asexual.
No.
Sex is scary. I have to emphasize it.
It's like a jump scare. Sex. Ah! But yeah, I'm just like, because, you know, there are some men who have to peg, you know, because, you know, they're a little fruity. They're trans, right?
Yeah.
But that's still
or
basically just like sex for them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
What are those people? Eunuchs? Eunuchs can peg? Are eunuchs fruity by default? I feel like no. Eunuchs can peg. Wait,
but
isn't the whole point of a eunuch is to not have sex?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
They're the people who get their dicks cut off.
What?
I think it's for religious reasons. Hold on.
Oh my god! Just like
a man who has been castrated, especially in the past, when employed to guard the women's living areas at an Oriental court. What? Wait, what? Wait, so the people with their dicks chopped off guard the women's living areas at Oriental court? I'm actually so confused. I've never heard it described like this.
That's weird,
an ineffectual person. A nation of political eunuchs. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. I'm about to go down a wormhole of what eunuchs means. What eunuch means. I don't even know how to speak.
I don't know. That's just really funny.
But yeah, so he was like, I do the pegging, right? Question mark. Does the peggist pay for the peggy's dinner? Now, personally, I don't mind getting a free meal out of this. But I am not trying to have some random man's dick inside of me. Or fake dick. Either one. And so I said, do you? I'm pretty sure that means you have to have a fake dick, bro. And then, oh my god, I was not even ready for his response. This is when I was like, ugh, why are we talking about this still? He said, and that's easy, maintaining that my left hand holds a dildo. Does that mean both at the same time? Because personally, I would rather not even have one. Not even one. Okay? I don't... Embarrassing. And then, no, he had the gall after saying that those exact words, maintaining that a left hand holds a dildo. Are you free to hang right now?
No.
At 8
No.
p.m. on a Thursday.
No. No.
I am not free to hang out. I am on duty at work, taking care of children. Not real children, just my children. I don't have children. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Anyways.
Okay.
So yeah, we were supposed to meet on Friday, and I thought we were supposed to be doing friendship bracelets. I don't know when friendship bracelets dropped out of the mix here. That's the whole reason I signed up for this. And I had a bunch of quizzes and shit, and I was like, yeah, fuck that. Texted him, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it, bestie. And I haven't responded to him since. I don't even want to look at what he sent me.
Damn. You're just like, no, this is the ick. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah, I got the ick just a little bit. He started he said, let's talk on Snapchat. And already then I was just like, ugh.
Should we explain what the ick means, at least to us? Because there are some people out there who don't.
Anything that a man does that made me attracted before, and now I'm like, and that noise, that's me about to barf in my mouth.
The thing is that you can find someone so unbelievably attractive. You can find their personality engaging, the way that they look attractive, everything. Just picture perfect. However, they have that one quality, they have a really bad laugh, or they're their eye twitches just a little bit every time they tell a lie, or something that you notice, just a little tiny quality that can turn you completely off of them. Just immediately, their physical attractiveness gone. Their personality, you're no, I don't want to deal with this. And I think we've all felt the ick at one point or another. It could be the dumbest thing.
Dumbest shit.
It could be the fact that, for me, it was because someone didn't shave before I kissed them. And that gave me the ick. I was just like, no, I don't want to deal with this. Goodbye.
Or they smell bad. Smelling bad for anybody ever. If you smell bad, once, sorry, bestie. It might just be the end.
Smell it, you need to be able to smell good. And the thing is that
especially at the beginning, the first few months, if I whip you at least once, and it's not some cologne or laundry detergent, bye, bitch, bye.
Yeah. True. It's very. I know it seems so superficial, but the thing is that the slightest little thing can always indicate something even bigger. If you don't smell good, we'll think you have bad hygiene right then and there.
True.
And
unless it's
we don't want to be with someone with bad hygiene.
Per se, perhaps we're walking 20 minutes from a restaurant to your place.
I hate you.
I'm laughing because I'm referencing a situation in which Kristen found herself in. And
I hated it. Thank you very much.
Okay, perhaps if we were in the 100-degree Texas sun and we got a little sweaty, but if we're going to your place, you can put some deodorant on when you get there. You can put some cologne on when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it. And we'll be good.
Yes, please. Definitely take a time to go into the bathroom and, freshen up a little bit. Suggest I do the same, because the thing is that if I smell bad, I want you to tell me. I want you to be like, ugh.
I could not. No, please respectfully tell me if you go ew to me, I will cry myself to sleep.
Do it. Yeah, don't be like, ew, you smell disgusting. But be like, hey, do you think you want to freshen up a little bit? Kind of gently hint at it. But at the same time,
right,
I want you to tell me. I want you to be like, deal with it.
If you were at the other person's place, you could be like, hey, you want to borrow my deodorant? Easy way to tell somebody.
Exactly.
It's not even telling them they stink. You can just be like, it's a courteous approach.
Same thing with hey, you want a piece of gum? stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, no,
no.
but it is so awkward when men offer me gum because I'm like, are you telling me my breath stank or are you just being polite?
Well, does
Because
it
my
matter
breath
at
don't
that
stink.
point? Does it matter
My
at that
breath,
point?
my breath never stank. Actually,
I
the only time I've
no.
been told, I feel like I shouldn't talk about that.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess like I should. It's a podcast. Who fucking cares? The only time I've been told my breath stink is when I have dick breath. Like that's literally it.
Oh my god. Okay,
Apologies.
so I want to start back to when we started dating, like our first, like, puppy dog relationships, like very,
Someone
very.
spat out their tea when I said that.
That's
Sorry,
great.
continue. Please continue, madam.
But so like our first ever relationship, stuff like that. So for me, my first ever relationship was only an online relationship because I am a plus size gal. I was never that comfortable in my skin, but talking with someone let me get to know the person before they got to see me and before I got to see them, which was the most ideal situation because I always fall in love with someone not by their looks but always by like how they carry themselves, their personality, the way that they are. So
Big purr.
that's always like what made me like,
Sorry, I was
as they
hyping you
say in
up.
the
I was hyping
industry,
you up.
as they say in the industry.
Yeah,
But the
yeah, big purse. I say in the industry.
but like that's how I fall in love
You
with
laugh kind of
someone.
cute.
What?
Just so you laugh kind of cute.
Did you just realize this?
No, I was just speaking my thoughts.
Well, damn. Thank you.
Okay, continue.
This is weird. Okay. But yeah. So if I'm talking with someone for a little while and then I see you, you're automatically attractive to me no matter what you actually look like.
That's
Which I
valid.
think is weird. But
No,
it's
that's valid.
true. It's true. No matter what you look like, to me you will be attractive because I feel like I know you. You know?
That makes sense. For me though, I feel like that kind of, but a big factor for me as a person is how someone carries themselves in real life. And like how they interact with other people, that's a very big thing. And then just how their like energy is in person. Because if your like confidence comes across as like socially awkward, big ick. Or like I don't know, it just
Yeah.
has to be like the perfect little conglomeration.
A perfect concoction, if you will.
Don't use that word around me.
Like,
My
why?
word did not include the word cock, Kristen.
So it's the right word.
Conglomeration is another word that means the same freaking thing.
I know, but that's the word that I thought you were trying to go for.
Oh yeah, no. Friends can be socially awkward, but someone I'm dating, if like I'm gonna like I don't even know how to explain it. Like like if they're the type of person that does like not know when to stop talking, like in certain situations, I'm gonna get the ick. Like
No, that's true
or
though.
like oh what is it? Like there's a fine line between like
Like
being able to
cutely
ask
awkward.
for things or like something my grandma does that gives me the ick. This is random because obviously I'm not dating my grandma, but like something
That'd
that
be
my grandma
really
does.
weird if you did. We would need to call a therapist. Like,
I already have one, bitch.
I
But
know, we
anyways,
would need a caller.
call another one. Another one.
Another one.
As what is his name? As DJ Khaled likes to say. But anyways, I think she does is like it could be the simplest thing. We could be in a grocery store and I'd be like, we could just go down a couple more aisles to look. But she will ask. She'll be like, hey, where's the tampon aisle? Like she will just ask, and I'm like, I would rather not bother somebody. Or like it's just like awkward. Like she'll just ask things that she does not need to be asking. Or like she's the type of person that at the end of like going to a restaurant, she'll look through like all of the things that the waiter charged and try and catch it and make sure he didn't like overcharge her for like one thing. and then she'll like if there's like a discrepancy, she will like be like, hey, what is this, like fix it kind of thing. And then just like I don't know why, it just makes me
That's
mad.
yeah, that's I don't know. Like I completely am like I like to look over the bill, but I
Yeah.
don't go, oh my god, you made a mistake. How fucking dare you? I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
I think there's a little mistake here. Uh, I did not order this. Do you think there's any possibility we could fix it? It's just like very like I don't know what to do in this situation, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, help me, please, just help.
But as a personally, like, I'm a little more shy, and a big thing for me, like, growing up was I would always make my mom order my food for the
Girl,
a
you
couple
do
of
that
dates I've
now.
been
Do
on.
you know how many times I've had to order food for you?
Anyways, we're not gonna talk about this. Anyway, I've been on a couple dates where like a guy would be like, he would ask me, "Oh, what are you getting?" Because you know that's like a topic of conversation when you're at a restaurant. Like, "Oh, what are you getting?" And I thought they would just be like asking so we could like have a conversation about it. But then they would order for me, and I don't know why. Every time I was like, "Damn, that was kind of sexy."
Just, I think it's the like maybe it's like the psychological aspect of like they're kind of emulating your parents and that kind of
Yeah, and
quality
I
that
didn't.
you like.
It's like I didn't even have to tell him like, "Oh, I don't want to order for myself." It just happened, and I was like, I love that."
Yeah, but like sometimes there are days like I'm usually okay with like service staff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm very comfortable like hearing myself out in public. But there are times where I'm like, I really don't want to talk to anyone because like either my
Yeah.
anxiety's going or like I'm really depressed or something is just going on in my brain factor that absolutely hates me. And I'm like, please, can you just do this for me, please? And I don't want them to like immediately go, no, you always order for yourself. What's wrong this time? You know, like
Right.
absolutely embarrassing me in public. Like
Yeah, that shit sucks.
I would appreciate them asking like, "Hey, are you okay?" But like somewhere, like if we're already sitting down at a table and it's like kind of secluded, and they're like, "Hey, are you okay?" Just asking for that
Or like it'd be cute
clarification.
if they like texted you because you know it'd be like wrong to say it out loud. That'd be cute.
Yeah, that's cute. But the thing is that if you just go, "Oh my god, are you okay?" or something like that, especially in front
Yeah.
of like the hostess girl or something like that, I will
Yeah.
feel
I
so
agree.
damn embarrassed.
I agree.
Like if I like prep you beforehand and go, "Can you please order for me?" and you were like, "Why?" I'll
Yeah, I would.
immediately be like, "You know what? Fuck you. Never
Ick.
mind. You know what? Never
Yeah,
mind.
literally. We're never going to a restaurant ever again together. I
No,
need a man
I'm
who
never
could
seeing you
grocery shop.
again."
Yeah, that's what I meant, kind of. I just didn't say the right words. I
But
need a man who
yeah,
can grocery shop as well. Grocery shopping makes me so anxious for no reason.
no, I feel that. The thing is that really helped me is like writing down a list. Specifically, if I want to like cook
Yeah.
something, I need to make sure that I have my list of things and how much I need for it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna see things, go like, "Oh, that sounds tasty." See if it's within my budget, and then that's it. If I don't plan
That's
accordingly,
valid.
I will not have like good dinners or like a good healthy diet. I will
For
just
me,
have
it's like the moment I come into a grocery store, I just get a stomach ache. I think it's like I don't know if it's like the lights, like the smell, like all the people. I don't know what it is. I just always get
hmm.
like I become in pain when I walk into like Walmart
Do you think it
or
might
like
be because you
HEB.
have to make so many decisions at once?
Honestly, maybe I really don't know the like reason behind it, but I've just noticed it over a
Because
course of time.
I feel like um, you are pretty decisive when you know what you want, but when you have so many options in front of you, you're kind of like me, where you're like, I kind of want everything a little bit of each. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I like going into. I feel like I haven't had a problem at Target unless, but usually I go to Target for clothes, not like grocery shopping.
Is it because you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to spend all this food, like all this money on food that I might not
You know,
eat?
that's valid. It really might be the money issue too. I get very anxious about spending money.
Which is valid. I The thing is that I get anxious about spending money on myself unless it's food, for some reason.
Mm.
Like if
That
it's
is interesting. That's really interesting.
like if I'm buying a present for something for someone else, money is not an option. Like I don't care.
That's
if
cute.
if it's for me and myself, I'm like, I spend months deliberating on what I want, even if it's just like something like a bag of Japanese candy that I've been like looking at for like a year or two, right?
Mm.
And I finally bought not one but two bags, and I still haven't eaten them yet.
Not
And
my
they're
nap timer
food.
going off. Not my
Oh
nap timer
gosh.
going My bad. To
Is that
anybody
what
just
that
like
sound was in the
traumatized.
back?
Yes. To anybody who I just traumatized in the chat, I apologize.
That's so funny. Just also
My bad. Gift givers, I'm saying this now, I'm staking my claim. Gift givers are like literally the best people in the entire world. People who have their gift giving as their number one love language are the best people ever. Like every friend I've ever had that was like not toxic was a gift giver. They're just like not selfish. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. They're just the best people. Personally,
Well,
it is not my number one gift giving. Gift giving is not my number one language. I
it's
honestly
the
still don't even. I don't even really know what my number one language is. I would like to say it's physical touch, but also I do not express that to my friends. I do not love my friends with physical touch. I just can't.
yeah. That's the thing
So
though.
I don't even know if I could. I don't
I'm
even know
quite
if I could count it.
I'm quite opposite. The thing is that I love absolutely like being able to hug you, being able to like spend time with you, being able to cuddle, even if it's just platonic. Like I
Mm.
don't that kind of thing has never bothered me, but then again I come from a very affectionate household. Like anytime
Yeah.
that I like leave for Christmas, it's always, a hug and a kiss on the cheek. That's normal. Or like we're the kind of family that kind of like hangs off of each other. And I have that kind of connection with my family. And I've always was like, oh, that's how you show someone you love them. But I
Oh
think
my god,
gift
I have a
giving is,
question.
yes,
So sorry. No, you can finish your sentence if you want.
gift giving I think is one of the number one ways that I show. Like, I don't expect other
Mm-hmm.
people to do that for me, but it's one of the reasons how I show you that I love you. And it could be the smallest thing as like sending a video that I thought was funny and that made me think of you. Or it could be something like I saw a pretty rock, or like I'll remember you, like someone's favorite stuff, just so I can get them a gift that complements it. That's why I pay attention a lot when people are like, "Oh, this is my favorite animal. This is my favorite color," stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Because
I have
I
a
think
I
of
have a
stuff like
literal
that.
note in my notes app. I have a note in my notes app. I have all of my friends listed out and all of their favorite things.
Mm-hmm.
I know Armani knows about this because he told me it was like I don't remember what character from like Teen Titans that had like a list of everybody's weaknesses. He was like, "Bro, somebody's gonna use that to kill us." I was like, "No, fuck you. It's wholesome."
It's wholesome. Shut up.
My one from Mads is literally over a page long. It's actually kind of crazy. I have a lot of people on here.
Do you have me in there?
Yeah, of course.
The thing is that I feel like we've known each other for so long that I don't think you really need to write it down
That's true.
because
Mads just has those. I think the reason I have so many things for Mads is because Mads has such like small things, but like a ton of things that they like.
oh.
I could like literally read it. I don't know if that would be like doxing Mads though. Not exactly. I have boobs on there.
Well, damn.
Like
But
they really like the Fast and Furious movies for no reason and Scream, and then they also like really like matcha, but like
mm,
specifically matcha with caramel drizzle in it. And then like their favorite number is the number 13. Their favorite animal is a goat. Like their favorite color is purple. They really like Hello Kitty. Like all that kind of stuff.
mm,
Or like small things, or like things they don't like. Like I have a list of things they don't like at all.
Mm.
There were some things that just really grossed them out, and it's like a very specific list that's kind of odd.
That's quite interesting.
But yeah.
Having like a list of a bunch of people that you know and that you love, kind of, I think that shows how much you care. And but the thing is that I try to do that mentally. Like I don't write it out, but I think I don't even really use my notes app. If I do, it's for like impromptu poems or like things that pop into my head or like ideas.
That's real. Yeah.
And then I'll just like
Bruh,
write it
Armani just
down
texted
for
me.
some reason.
Armani just texted me that he thought he missed it, and I said, "We're literally still on. Why didn't you click the link?"
That's okay.
Embarrassing.
Boy does not know what the fuck things are. Like this dude.
My notes app is so it's so odd because I'll like forget to just make a new note, so I just have a bunch of random things that don't correlate with each other in one note.
But anyways, back to dating. Oh my god. We got a little distracted. But I want to talk about our first bitch.
I'm sorry, I was looking through my notes app and just finding random. Okay, do you remember that one time we were talking about like it was like a joke about like a boobless sweater? Or like I don't remember what it was, and I did a little drawing of it in my notes app.
What?
I still have the
this at
picture.
all.
I still have it somewhere, but I was sometimes I'll make like little drawings in my notes app and send them to people because I'm like trying to like tell a story with a visual, and I'll do like a dumb little drawing in my notes app and send it to them. And I was just looking at some of them.
That sounds like a Mean Girls thing. You know what I mean?
They're so bad.
Like that time that they cut out like holes of where the boobs were on Regina George. That's what it seems like.
I know what you mean. I was just looking at one, and it's like I could not tell what it was, and I was like, oh, I remember what this conversation was. It was when me and Mads were talking about how our like spines are shaped, and they were like trying to tell me how how Alex's spine is shaped. So we drew it in my notes app. I was like, what is this? I found the sweater. I'm sending it to you on Discord.
Oh my god.
Hold on. You're gonna get like flashbacks once I send it to you. I feel like
Maybe.
war flashbacks. If you don't remember, that's gonna be weird.
Oh my god.
Do you remember it now?
Oh my god.
I just found it.
That's
Let me
so
see what this is from.
weird.
This is from January of this year.
Oh my god. That was probably when we were spending time at like y'all's place or something, or the where you were house sitting. And I remember.
Oh yeah.
I remember I was talking about like I wanted to draw a character and I kind of wanted to do maybe a sweater or like a kind of off the shoulder moment, and you came up with this.
I think I made a joke about like having a sweater where like there was just a cutout where your boobs are. But like I meant
That's
it like
a
where your
real
boobs
thing,
were falling out
though.
of the sweater. Like
Yeah.
falling out of the sweat, like the whole like nipple is out of the sweater. I think that would be hilarious. But then I was like, oh, but I can actually draw like one with just a little boob hole.
Oh no, I was talking about the Virgin Killer sweater, and that's what you thought it looked like.
Yes, we were talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And you thought it was just a sweater where your boobs were out the entire time. And I was like, no! It's more like you reverse it. Because the full front is like practically covered. You just have your back and it's short. You have your entire back exposed with no sleeves, and it was short. And I told you there was like a collar and like no sleeves, and you drew that. And you're like this? And I was like, no! What do you mean? Oh my god. That's so funny to me. But, do you want to talk about your first ever relationship and how absolutely a train wreck that was? Because...
Dude, I don't even remember the good parts at this point.
The thing is that you kind of had two. but it wasn't like a
Oh,
thing.
are we
You know what I
talking
mean?
about like my first relationship or my
I don't know
first
whether
college relationship?
I'm talking about kind of both ish. The thing is that I want to delve into puppy love and then kind of like go up from there.
Mhm. Okay,
Like,
so for anybody who's never dated anyone before at all, it's like, or like any kids in high school that maybe were never the kids like anybody liked. Um, I was one of those kids, which is really crazy. It's really fun and interesting being the emo girl in high school, having nobody like you and going from having no one like you in high school to college where everyone wants to fuck you. It is a very interesting pipeline. I would like to preface it with that. Um, but because I like none of the kids at my school ever liked me. I also went to a private Christian high school, so that's a very interesting part of my life as well.
yeah, which
Um,
is very weird because how you turned out, I love you, but you ain't the like perfect little Christian girl. You know what I mean?
I am Christian still, but yes, like not the perfect little
You're not the
Christian girl for
perfect
sure.
little, yeah.
So,
It's not that
I
that's a
basically,
bad thing. It's more of like, you don't
yeah, I got
completely
really
go like,
involved
oh,
in
you could.
I got really involved in like a Renaissance festival. And it was like a tradition my mom and I would do every single year. We would go, and one year my best friend, well, okay, my old best friend, but we don't talk to him anymore because he did something to me that I can never forgive him for. To
It
summarize,
was bad.
uh, his mom and my mom were like, "Oh, we should create like a little clan that goes to like Renaissance Festival together." So we were in like this pirate clan. So we would all go to Renaissance festivals together, and there was this guy who was a hawker for one of the shops. So he would stand out in the middle of the road and like yell at people to come get them to go inside the shop and buy stuff. He like flirted with me like the first time I
Yeah.
ever met him, and because I had never gotten attention before, I was like immediately like swooning, right? This was not my first relationship, but it does lead to
Like,
it.
this was the man. This was the man.
Um, the first man I ever like, actually, this was the first man I ever kissed, not dated though.
Yeah.
So, I was like, I would always visit him. Every time we would go, I would always find a way to go walk down that little street, say hi, hug him. He would like pop my back when he would hug me. It was like his thing. And
It
I'm not
kind of
gonna
makes your
explain
stupid.
like how things added together to the point where I had my first kiss, but the interesting part of this is that when I was a kid, I would watch the parade like go by. I was like 14 at this time. I would watch the parade go
Like,
by, and
little bunny girl.
There was this guy I always saw in the parade that I thought was like the hottest man I'd ever seen in my entire life, right? And I would always see him and I would be like, he is so cute. I would like take little pictures on my phone, like um I thought he was so cute. And I think this gave
Kind of
me
like sucker shit.
unrealistic. No, it was because like everyone takes pictures of the parade, so I would take pictures and I'd be like, this guy's cute, so I would obviously take pictures of him too. Um, I'm also 14. Like, this you're just weird when you're 14. So
Yeah.
this
No,
also
you do cringy shit. You do
this gave me
absolutely cringy shit. I'm so sorry.
unrealistic dating standards because I thought I just manifested all of this to happen because the way in which I saw this man every year at parade, thought he was so cute, and then finally, like the year I turned 14, like my mom, there's this shop. I'm not gonna like say the name of it because it's probably pretty easy to find it if you were to look it up online. But it was a jewelry shop at
Oh.
Renaissance Festival, and the person who owned it was also like a painter, and my mom and her were friends. So she got into a car wreck and needed some help around the shop. So my mom and I would just go help, like sit in there, like talk to people, whatever. So we started helping out. Surprise, Sade! The man I thought was hot was that lady's son. So I would always just be in there anyways. Just in case. Just in case. And one day he came around. He would wear this like this specific outfit. He had this like leather armor and then like these like furs that were like sleeves, but they were like actual animal furs. And he was like, I don't remember what exactly his ethnicity was, but he was like part Mongolian, part Italian, I think. And I just thought he was the most beautiful thing ever. He had like curly black hair. Anyways, and so he like showed up, and I was like, I did not know how to flirt, but I was doing what I could. And like I don't think I ever thought anything was gonna come of it. I really don't know how anything did, but we got invited to her house for Christmas, and I was like, let's fucking go. I'm gonna be with this man on Christmas.
Like, Christmas
shit.
came a little early for me.
Yeah,
Let's go.
And my first, the way, so he was like the same height as me. I'm like, okay, let me
Well,
I am
during this
5'7".
time,
I'm pretty sure I was already 5'7.5".
were you already like fully grown at this point?
Girls like grow earlier than the guys do.
I'm still growing.
So I hope I'm not. I don't want to get taller than this. I'm at a perfect height. If I get no, okay, we're at. Now you're scaring me. I don't want to get taller. Anyways,
well,
I'm 5'7.5".
it depends on your genetics. It depends on your genetics. The thing is that I'm having like a weird deformity where I'm still noticing that I'm getting slightly taller, and I'm like, what is this shit? And it's weird.
It's like noticeable.
A little bit. Sometimes when I stand next to the fridge, I'm like, wait, what?
That's okay. That's weird. But anyways,
I know.
I went to their house for Christmas, and I'm trying to remember. Basically, we would like go to the mall together, like blah 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 blah. He would always just go hide in his room though. Like he wouldn't come out and talk to everyone. So I was just kind of disappointed, like where the hoe is at, you know, like, But we went to the mall together, and I tried to befriend his sister. His sister was a very interesting girl.
What does that mean?
The mental illness was strong in this one.
Oh my god. Like what?
Like, I have a picture of her, like, pulling my hair.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
She was just a very odd child. We were friends, though. But, like, anyways. Like,
What?
that's besides the point. The sister was
that
weird.
Doesn't
the sister
sound
was
like
weird
friends.
as shit.
That doesn't sound like friends at all.
I agree. She was just very, like, bubbly, exuberant, but, like, in almost, like, a untrained child way. You know what I mean?
Is it kind of like the same girls who, like, pretend that they're a werewolf for way too long?
Yes! Kind of, yes!
Okay, now I understand.
Same energy.
Now I understand, because
yeah.
The thing is that we all have that girl, but the thing is that girl still exists. Like, there's a girl who I've known since, like, kindergarten, who has thought she was a tiger, who thought she was a werewolf, who thought she was a vampire, and now she thinks she's this other being. Like, not a part of this world at all. And she does not take responsibility for her actions. She stabbed someone with a knitting needle.
What?
Uh-huh. And
this is like only murders in the building.
And almost choked herself out on her school lanyard, meaning the next year they specifically made it detachable.
Oh
even though she didn't go to that school anymore because everyone bullied her. And the thing is about my school, we are an art school, and it's for the freaks and geeks and the weirdos.
Yeah.
It's literally made for that. But the thing is that even with the freaks and geeks and the fucking weirdos, she stood out so bad to the point
she sounds like this. She sounds like she'd be one of those Slenderman girls I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, no. I am almost positive that she might have been or something. But, like, she would bite people. Like, it would be weird, dog.
Like,
but
there were two girls who literally stabbed someone 19 times in the forest when they were, like, 12.
Yeah, I remember that.
To sacrifice,
happening.
Like, to tell the Slenderman they believed in him or something.
Yeah, I remember that. And the thing is that for me, being like a kid who kind of like saw creepypastas and liked horror games as a thing, it made me want to like get away from that stuff because I don't want anyone thinking that I'm like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just weird, dog. Like, you need to realize what is fantasy and what's reality. Because at this point, I don't know if you do.
Oh my god, hold on, sorry. No tap moment. Someone just told me that the Target air fryers are on sale for $30 right now.
Oh, let's go. That sounds great.
I'm texting my mother.
But yeah. So when I was a kid, like I said, I only did online relationships because I was not confident in myself. I was not confident in what I was doing at all, and I was very much like kept to myself, but I still had friends. I was still able to socialize. It's just people knew me as like that like fat nerdy girl in the corner that like listened to rock music all the
Yeah.
time. And but so that's basically what I was known for. But I was also known for being smart. And so I would like help people on their homework and stuff. And they like, especially like the popular people, they thought they could use their popularity to manipulate me. But when I showed I wasn't phased, for some reason that earned their respect. They're like, oh, okay. And they didn't really bother me that much. But I was really heavy into Xbox and stuff like that because it felt like a one place where if I was myself, I wouldn't get so harshly bullied because I liked anime, I liked video games, I liked all of that. And some people thought that was really, really weird. And so I got bullied for that. I also got bullied for being what they consider ugly, for being fat, and like, yeah, I'm fat, but I'm definitely not ugly. Fuck no. But like, they would tease me about liking video games and anime and for liking geeky culture, basically. And I thought that was so weird, but I just dealt with it. But when you're able to finally like express yourself without people like laughing at you and mocking you, you kind of just delve into that community and forget about everything else on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I had friends in real life who liked some of the same stuff I did, I still delve into online more because it felt like no one could judge me because of my face.
Safer. Yeah.
No one could judge me because of how I looked. Because they didn't know how I looked unless they looked for themselves. And for a while, it was very hard to find me on social media because I was so insecure. I didn't have social media until I was like, what, 13, 14? And even then, I think I was a little too young to have social media.
I know what you mean. I agree.
I feel like we're so wanting to grow up that we literally don't know how to be a kid anymore. But that's the weird thing about this generation. I don't think we ever learned how to be a kid because we all grew up so fast. And that's why everyone's like, what's wrong with this generation? Why are all of them so immature and irresponsible? It's like, no. The thing is that we are mature, but we're so mature enough that we know it's okay to be immature at times. Mm-hmm. Because we never got to really be kids. We never got to live in that bliss of, oh yeah, the world isn't shit. Because we were taught that since we were little kids. You know, stranger danger, make sure you know about fires, 9/11, Hurricane Katrina, stuff like that. All of that happened when we were kids, and you keep on hearing grown-ups say, make sure you know about this, know that the government's corrupt, never listen to authorities, stuff like that. And yet
we're not even safe in our own schools.
We're not safe in our own schools. Yeah. Never
There's
trust
a teacher
the government.
shortage. That shit's crazy.
Never trust the government. Always like double think what the authority is telling you to do. Right? We're always told that, and then it seems like they get upset that we follow what they said. Yeah. Even though we are literally just doing what you told us to do. Like, why are you getting so angry at me?
Ooh, who just joined?
Huh?
There's another person that just joined.
What do you mean?
Anyways, continue.
I don't see anyone.
Oh, it says 4 on my screen instead of 3 now.
Oh. Oh. I don't know. Someone here?
Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah. Do we still want to keep talking about the government, or do we?
We should
I finish
probably
my
go
story?
back to dating.
Should I finish my story about getting groomed?
Oh my god.
Oh, surprise! For anybody who didn't realize this to me getting groomed. That's what was happening.
The thing is that this guy, let's call him Dallas.
I'm so sorry. The fake name you chose was just
perfect. Yeah, I know.
I see what you're doing here.
Dallas was 18, but Hannah
While I was 14.
was 14. So there's a 4-year age difference. One is about to go into high school, about to, and the other has practically graduated.
Yeah, I was a freshman in high school. He had already graduated.
So,
not to mention, he was not my first kiss, he was my second kiss. And the first kiss, he was also 18.
Yeah. And the thing is that little you're like, oh my god, I'm the shit. Like,
yeah, literally. I thought it was hot shit.
The thing is because as little kids, we're taught that if older men are like, if they like you, that means you're like, if like a lot of men, especially older men, that means that you are a woman now. Like, that's how you measure womanhood, even though that's not it at all. We just realized that there's a bunch of perverts out there.
But basically, there's also a little plot twist here. There's a plot twist.
Yeah.
I was flirting with him. The way 14-year-old Hannah flirted with this man because he was like the same size as her was me. This is so embarrassing. We would be like in a store. I specifically remember us going to Earthbound, and I would put my elbow on his shoulder. I don't know why I did this. That was the way I flirted with him.
That's so. But that's such a little kid thing to do.
I still have pictures. I still have pictures of it.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Embarrassing as shit. But anyways.
That's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I could not tell how he felt about me. He was a very quiet person. And he like, I don't even, the way in which our relationship, 90% of us hanging out was literally in bed watching him play video games for 8 hours at a time. Not speaking.
That's such, like, okay, so the thing is that was something that would happen with my mom. So it's very similar to what my mother went through before. Because she always tells me about like her past like love stories in order for me to kind of realize that she went through this mistake. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She gets into the nit and gritty, not because she's like, oh, she's dated so much, she was so popular back in the day. No, it's because she wants me to know that she was once my age and she was a person during that time. So of course she's going to make mistakes. But that's something that happened, is that back then, one of her little boyfriends, which she also admits, who was like way older than she was, although this was like in the 80s, so keep that in mind. And she was like 16, 17, you know? And this guy was like, I think mid-20s? I don't remember. But that's what they would do. She would go over to his house, watch him play Nintendo, have dinner with his family, and then she would leave her home. She would walk home because it was such a small town.
That's like literally what we would do. We would literally have dinner with his family. My mom would drive me all the way over there. I was 14. My mom would drive me like 3 hours to go see him every.
That's so insane to me.
I agree. I can't believe I did that. But anyways, let me get to the plot twist bit. The little the
The meat and
he would,
potatoes,
like,
if you will.
yeah, I remember when I left. Okay, there was like a moment, like our first kiss. I'm not gonna go into detail about that. That was awkward. That was weird. It was like in the middle of their living room while people were there. Like very odd.
Yeah. No, I know exactly
He
what you're talking about. I've had that happen to me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah, he got my number, and then I was like, oh my god, like I pulled, like
Oh my
I did
god,
it. So
look at me. I'm such hot shit. And then
like
I'm
we were
14
texting.
and he's
Well,
18, and that's basically a predator.
and the way in which I like this set me up to think that I could just get whatever I wanted in the future with guys. Like if I just like kind of looked at them for long enough that they would just come to me. Cause how the fuck did that happen? Me liking this guy from afar for like 2 years and then just somehow becoming girlfriend and boyfriend. Like
It's because he's a
anyways,
predator. That's why.
unrealistic standards for him.
Anyways.
We were texting and he was like asking me questions and at this time I thought, oh, you're just getting closer, right? He was like asking me like how many people I had kissed before and like um I think I like
Using
lied. I think I said two instead of one
to make
because I felt
yourself
awkward
found.
because he had been yeah, I think he had kissed at least like 3 or 4 people and I just felt left out. Now my numbers are like in double digits, which is kind of crazy. But like and by double digits I mean it's like maybe 10 or 11. But like anyways,
That's still way more people than I have, man. Sad.
yeah, but like none of them were meaningful, so it's kind of like whatever. But anyways, I remember one day we were like hanging out, right? It was like we were in his room in his bed. We were like he was asking me who my first kiss was. I don't know why he was like bothering me about this because I never even asked him about his first kiss or like
I
what it meant to him, whatever.
I do think it might be because he realized probably what he was doing and wanting to make sure, like, quote unquote, if you were still pure or something like that. Because that's what some predators
Ew.
do. That's what they do. They're wondering, like, who did it, make sure that they know that person, like, stuff like that. Make sure that they know that they won't come after you because you're basically their bait. You're their bait. You're the fish that they caught from, pretending to be a nice guy and all that. And then, like, they're like, oh my god, I got this pure little girl type thing. Which is weird.
Anyways, here's where the plot twist comes in, right? I was so adamant on not telling him who my first kiss was because I
Because he
knew they
probably
were
knew him.
friends. I already knew they were friends. When I finally, because he kept bugging me about it, I finally told him. He had let out this like exasperated like ugh, and then like he told me that his last girlfriend was stolen from him by that guy.
By, what should we call him? By Sam? No, not Sam. Not that one.
An S
Steve.
word.
Steve.
Why was I gonna say Samira?
We're not in League of Legends, dog!
I feel like we should call him Samira just for shits and giggles.
Yes, Samira.
So,
the lady.
my first kiss with Samira was the man who stole my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend.
Allegedly. I would like to preface allegedly, because that could have been a line. You never know.
You know what's also weird? I should have found this weird when it happened. Him and his family would make like cat sounds to each other.
What?
They would like literally meow at each other.
What? What the?
They had like a cat and a dog, but they would meow at each other. It was like a thing they would do.
Just like full on meow, or just like
they would look at each other and go mew mew like.
What the fuck? That's really weird, dog.
Because I would mirror people, I would do it sometimes too, and sometimes I would do it in such embarrassing situations.
I'm so
But
glad
anyways,
you've never done that to me, because if you did, I would have been like, girl, what the fuck? Girl,
yeah,
what the hell are
I
you
wish
doing?
someone would have told me to stop. That was embarrassing as shit. And he started like bragging to me, telling me or something about how like I guess in the past when like Samira stole his girlfriend, um sorry, I can't get over calling him Samira. That like he had like trained her to act like a cat and like meow like a cat, and that the other guy, Samira, was like, "What the fuck?" Like, and like I don't even know why he thought this was a flex. That
Why
is
did
so weird.
why the fuck did Dallas think that that was a good idea?
So
That
weird.
that makes no sense. Like,
But yeah,
you
and so
trained this poor girl thinking that this was normal.
oh, and she
You
was like the
basically
same age as me.
manipulated and gaslighted this little 14-year-old girl
Not to mention,
thinking it was okay. What the
oh.
hell?
So Samira,
Mm-hmm.
something I found out about Samira was he was polyamorous. So I would see other girls coming up to him, hugging him, and doing the same thing I would do with him. Like,
Oh yeah,
just
didn't
on
you
the
get
street.
jealous?
Yeah, I got jealous because that was the first guy I'd ever kissed. I didn't realize that that was a thing that could happen to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
I just thought like,
plus you didn't really know about polyamory at that time, but then again you're
yeah,
14,
I
you
was
know?
14. Like, yeah.
That's to be
We live in a
expected. You're like,
society.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
We live in a society.
And later on, Samira got like reported by somebody's parents and like caught that he was like talking to like tons of underage girls and like thrown in jail.
Oh my god, really?
I think he got bailed out, but yeah, like
Oh
um
my god.
yeah, crazy
That
shit.
that's so weird.
And I would
Um,
always Dallas and I would always justify like the Romeo and Juliet law, which we couldn't even say that. We literally, so I
you
think
got
when we
together when
started
he was
dating,
already 18. Wasn't he
I
going
want
to
to
be 19?
yes. I know it didn't really fit all the
Yeah.
way, but we would usually say that
Oh
that
yeah.
was okay because of the Romeo and Juliet law. So that's very embarrassing for me. But
That's ah.
I remember one weekend realizing I don't even like this man. I'm not even myself around him. I sit and watch him play video games and not speaking for like 8 hours, and I'm only doing this because this is my first relationship and I just wanted attention for the first time in my life. And I realized I had no feelings for him whatsoever.
No,
And
that's real.
it was like literally just some random weekend, and he texted me saying like, "Hey, I feel like we should talk about some things like blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Yeah, maybe we should just be friends," and then never talk to him again.
Oh my god, that's so
That
funny.
is how I ended our relationship. My mom was like, "Well, you should wait to go to a fair so you can do it in person," and I was like, "Fuck that shit." It's also my first relationship. I had social anxiety. There was no way I was ending that shit in person.
Yeah. The thing is
I
that
don't know.
I remember. Okay, this is gonna sound really fucking embarrassing. So my first relationship was with this guy named John. We'll call him John. Um, I was really great friends. Of course, this is an online relationship. He lived in I'm gonna say Georgia. He lived in Georgia. That's not actually where he lives, but he lives in Georgia. This hypothetical John lived in Georgia. um, and this was like before, this was kind of like in the midst where I was starting to be like, maybe I'm queer, maybe I like girls, I don't know. But I thought that didn't really matter because I was in love. I was in love with this man for his 4'11 ass.
I'm gagged. He was 4'11.
You knew this, and every time I tell you, you have the exact same reaction.
I think I just block it out, to be honest, every single time. That
But
is,
yeah,
I could never.
he was disabled. He like this is how you know literally looks don't matter shit to me. He was disabled. He was like under 100 pounds. He was 4'11, like all that. But
Bro
he
was a fetus.
shut up. He was
Sorry.
older than me too. He was like several months older than me by like a good chunk. He was older than me, which I thought was funny. But he lived in a very abusive household. And I remember the first time he ever broke up with me, I was devastated. I was sad. But that's because he had a very manipulative father, right? And I basically never talked to him again until he reached out to me saying, "Hey, they warmed up to the idea. I want to date you again." And in the middle of that time, this is going to be really embarrassing because this is very, like, I don't know, this is like not a not characteristic thing for me to do. So I have a friend. She is an amazing person. I think we've grown apart a little bit, but I don't mind. I know she's just a really sweet and nice person, and people just grow apart sometimes. But she was talking to this guy who lived in Navasota, and this guy will call Mason. Mason. She was talking to this guy named Mason, um, and he was like a little odd, but I wanted to like basically check him out, make sure that he was good enough for my friend. And he started flirting with me. And past me now would have been like, that's red flag number one. You should you no 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 no. Nuh-uh. Never, never. Go away. But me then, who just got her heart broken, because this like happened, who just got her heart broken for the very first time, was like, oh, hello, new person who's giving me attention. And I ended up basically stealing this guy away from her. But I'm so glad that I did, because he did things to me that were not okay, that I did not consent to. And I know that if it was her and not me, if it was her and not me, she would not know how to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
She would not know how to get out. I knew how to get out. I know how to deal with those kinds of people. But, like, there were so many times that I should have seen the signs of how absolutely gross he was. I should have seen them, but I turned a blind eye because this was the first guy that gave me attention after I just got my heart broken. But if anyone knows me, they know that I am not that girl who will like purposely steal somebody's man. I'm not that kind of person. I I never want to be that person. It's just one of these times where I'm like, I'm happy I did, so I could save my friend from that kind of pain. And I took it instead.
I feel like you shouldn't have to be responsible for that, but I know what you mean.
I know, but like, still, it's kind of
I'll
like one of
kill him.
those things. He did. Whatever.
I'll kill him.
But I remember something something that I actually found out I think last year. So I dated this guy like several years ago, right? And like I whew, I like this was my first ever date, my first ever kiss, my first ever like doing stuff like that type, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This was the first that I've done anything of the sort like that. And so I thought some things were okay, even though I was uncomfortable with them. And so I should know now that to not do anything that you're not okay with, even if you talk about it in text and you're like, oh, this is, cute
That's
or
not
whatever.
consent.
That
It's
is not
consent.
Just because you talk about a hypothetical situation in text does not mean that it is okay for you to do it in real life. It is not. Trust me. I know.
Yeah, dude. When I joined, when I like started college, they make you do, or at least at my college, they make you do this like training thing that tells you like what's consent, what is not consent, like, and like I guess to protect, hopefully prevent things from happening, like educating the men and the women on campus. And I found out there are so many things that are not consent that I didn't realize, and it made me feel so much better about my situation because I thought maybe it was my fault for never saying no out loud. But that's not
Yeah.
consent. Like, I didn't say yes either. Like,
That's the thing as well, is that I never really was like, yeah,
you're supposed to check.
sure.
If someone's being quiet, you're supposed to check on them. Like, ask if it's okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I never had that kind of thing. It's just we would talk about it in text a little bit, and then all of a sudden he would do it, but he would do it in public, which was so uncomfortable for me.
No, I was a witness to some of this. It was not okay, like, at all.
No, and you could tell from my face of how uncomfortable I was.
Yes.
But the thing is that
Keep
every
out
time
of little play fight. Fuck no, bitch. We are at Texas. We are at the fucking Renaissance Festival. Like, that's not okay.
And every time that I told him I'm not comfortable or something, he would start pouting. Like,
ugh, guilt
like,
tripping. That's not okay either.
Like, it was not, like, oh, you shouldn't take it seriously or whatever. But it's like, hey, it's my feelings, man.
Yeah.
Listen to me! Freaking listen! Yeah, it was not cute or whatever. But
I love saying that. I love saying that in traumatic situations. Not cute.
I think I've been hanging out with you for way too long. But so
Material Girl. Sorry, I just read the chat. And I had the I had to say it once I read
it. That's great.
Material Girl.
Material Girl.
Chanel night boots.
But yeah, doing that. Just take advice from me. Learn how to say no, and that it is okay, and it's never your fault. It was never, ever, ever your fucking fault. And the thing is that I would talk with guys, right? And because I was insecure, I would send, like, explicit pictures. You know?
That is one thing I have never done. I am proud to say.
But I have, and I'm not proud to say that.
Actually,
because I never, I did it because I was insecure. I never did it because I thought it was sexy as fuck. I have some friends who do it just from themselves, and I am so fucking proud of that. Because they do that for themselves.
Once, but I had underwear on.
Yeah, no. For me, I would send those kinds of pictures because I was really insecure. And I was not okay with my body at the time, and having
wanted someone to compliment you.
Yeah, if I had someone go, "Oh, you look so beautiful, you look so sexy," or whatever, I was like, "Oh, thank you. Please, give me more compliments." But you would only get those from those kinds of pictures,
right?
And it was, of course, it's not until later that I regret those kinds of decisions, because I should learn how to take those kinds of things and get those kinds of compliments from myself, not from other people. Like, why should I seek validation from men and not from myself?
That's something I'm learning from my therapist too. Because last session I had with her, I was talking about how, like, I get so worried about, like, specific things, especially my friendships, of like, oh, am I annoying this person, or like all this stuff, because I care so much. I don't want to lose them because they're like my first healthy friend group in a really long time, or stuff like that. And she was like, but you also need to be, like, doing that for yourself. Like, you should be afraid of losing yourself too, like, and, like, caring about yourself that much that you care about your friends. And I was like, damn, bitch. Damn.
No, I completely understand that. And I think that's something within a relationship, that sometimes you do kind of lose who you are without that person. That's why it's so much difficult to kind of get out of that, you know?
Yeah.
It's way harder than it's supposed to be, you know?
I just realized the way you titled this as our first makes it sound like I'm going to talk about how I lost my virginity.
You don't have to.
I totally could. I will say one thing. The first time I ever had sex, I thought I was going to shit my pants. Actually, my non-existent pants. I wasn't wearing pants. Like, you don't wear pants when you're having sex. I mean, I guess you could if you really wanted to. That's something really funny. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen 50 Shades of Grey, but the Dom jeans, I have a literal group chat called Not the Dom Jeans because of that movie. What? There's, like, scenes where Christian Grey, like, wears jeans while he's having sex, and it's his Dom jeans. Like,
no.
I don't think they called them Dom jeans like in the in the movie, but that's what I call them.
I have never seen 50 Shades of Grey, and yeah.
I watch it for a meme. I literally watch it as a joke. They're on the like free movie website for my college. All of them. Every single one of them.
That's actually pretty funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, I can stream them.
Oh my god.
Y'all want to have a little viewing?
Not right now.
Not on the podcast. Actually, we could react to 50 Shades of Grey on the podcast. Wait, would we get copyrighted?
Probably.
Shit. No, people do reactions all the time on Twitch, right? Or is that just
people
YouTube?
do reactions on Twitch, and then they get DMCA'd.
Oh, we could do it on YouTube.
Maybe. But we have to blur like a considerable amount.
No, actually, they don't really show stuff.
It's still weird.
Like, they fuck, but it's not like you see much. Like, I don't think I ever saw his dick. They show his bush, though.
Why?
Yeah.
This is weird, man. This is a weird topic. Anyway.
Bro, you gotta give him the I have no filter. If that was not apparently clear, I have no filter.
Unfortunately. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. Because sometimes...
I think it's part of what makes me so funny.
I know, but also, you will say that kind of stuff in front of children, and then I have to go, Hannah! And then you go, oh,
bad pimp. Hey, they're gonna learn about it someday. Might as well be from me.
Not from you! Do it from their parents! Jesus Christ!
I'm everybody's parent.
No!
I'm like Abraham.
What the fuck? Abraham?
They call me Abraham because everybody called me daddy.
Ah!
That's a bar. Someone write that down.
Alien Pebs01, thank you for the follow.
Hey! What's up, Pebs?
What's up, Pebs? What's up, Pebby boy? I don't know.
Y'all should comment if I should talk about in more detail. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say I could talk about my... Yeah, I was gonna say I could talk about that more in detail.
Well,
I really don't know how to, though. It was kind of short.
That's...
No,
I remember you texting me about that.
Embarrassing. This is embarrassing, though. I think there was something wrong with him.
What?
Okay, because after my most recent, like, partner, who, like, you know, finished pretty quickly, because he was in love with this pussy, let's just say that, like.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, I promise I'm asexual. I know I don't talk like I am, but... one thing I would like to say is that asexual people can still have sex, they just don't really enjoy it the same way other people enjoy it. They do it for the other person. That is my preface point.
Well, at least for you. It's not exactly the same for everyone.
Yeah, it's not the same for everybody, obviously.
But, like, that's the thing, though. You always pretend that, like, flirting and, like, basically all those kinds of things are basically jokes.
Yes.
You take them as such, like, hilarious jokes. Like, the thing is that if you flirt, like, very boldly, you don't expect the other person to immediately be like, oh, she's flirting. You expect them to be like, oh, she's joking around, right? Because that's how you view it, and that sometimes gets you in fucking trouble, Missy.
It's true. It's true.
That gets you in a lot of trouble.
My bad, peon. But yeah, no. After my most recent partner, I realized it is not that hard to make a man bust. Like, I'm so sorry that it's very, like, very, very explicit, but it is true. It's not that hard. And my first boyfriend in college, the person who took my virginity, right? He always finished it himself. I don't know why I didn't see it as weird before, but now I'm like, that was weird. That was really weird. I should have noted it as a red flag when it happened.
Well, I feel like I don't know how to work this, but it may be because both of them are weird. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, it's not necessarily because, you know, sex with different people is always going to be different. Like, it's always going to be someone different. And
but like, how is it that his girlfriend could not do that for him?
I don't know.
It was he always had to do it himself at the end.
I don't know.
Anyways, let's let's move on. Do we want to take any quizzes?
Oh yeah, that's something that I was gonna ask you about. So I have this video up, and so there are gonna be times that I'm gonna question you about things.
Not Thomas being on Instagram while on this podcast. Are you even listening to us?
Bitch. Thomas. You were supposed to be our clip guy. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Clip guy.
I thought you were supposed to be a clip guy.
Of course. Okay, good.
Okay,
right,
so
take a quiz.
Imagine you're supposed to find the clips yourself, you dingbat. You fucking dingbat. Jesus Christ. You're supposed to find them. You should be like, oh, this is funny.
Whenever you laugh at something, you should check the timestamp and write it down.
Exactly.
I'm listening. Actually, I'm reading.
I did! I said it out loud! I said it to both of you! I said it 3!
No.
I said it 3!
If both of us didn't know what time we were supposed to be here, I feel like
I know for damn well I said it. You two were probably not paying attention, though. Because that happens often.
The only y'all don't you told me, sometimes. Hey, let's do the podcast on Friday at 5. I said I'm busy at 5 on Friday. You're like, oh, dang, well, what about Saturday? And I was like, okay, Saturday's good. And I thought, oh, that means we're doing it at 5. And then you text me, Hannah, at 3 p.m. today. And I was like, what? What's up? Podcast. Bitch, what?
I said on Saturday from 2 or 3. And I remember I literally said on Saturday from 2 to 3, and you're like, okay. And I said, okay, we're probably going to start at 3 because of my sleeping schedule. And you're like, okay.
I thought we were talking about 5 because I don't know why I was like, oh, will you be up by 5? 3 is even worse, but you were up, so that's cool.
I was up at 8:30 because I could not sleep.
Aw.
Like,
quiz time?
Sleeping, no. Quiz time. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Ta-da! Ah, shit. Please. Okay, so I have one right over here. Hold on.
Over where?
On screen.
I'm looking at it on the screen.
I fell down. Uh-oh.
What type of... Oh no, step bro. I fell into the washer.
Oh my god. If you're out... fuck you. If you're out with someone new and things don't work out the way you expected, how do you react? It must have not be...
I think B.
I think B as
it
well.
must just not... It might... I can't read. Oh my god, I'm under it. It must just not have meant to be. What?
Yeah.
That sounds... I think there's something wrong with that sentence. When you're spending time with someone on a date, what are you thinking of? Having a good time on your outing, seeing if he/she is good enough for you, making a good impression on him/her. Mine is either the first or the last one, but I think it's mainly the last one for me, personally.
Okay. Your discussions on dates include...
What you find interesting, what he/she finds interesting, common interests you both enjoy. I think the last common interests.
How do you dress for a first date? Clothes that you think will impress him/her, whatever you feel like wearing, something comfortable and casual.
Whatever you feel like wearing.
Yes.
I look sexy, bro. I do my makeup, and then usually it depends on like where we're going that I pick the fit, but it's always popping.
When
It is for me.
organizing
It
a
is for me.
follow-up date, you'll find out when it will suit him/her and make sure to clear your schedule, to let him/her know when you're available and say you will call. You find out when it will suit both of you again and ask to see him/her again. I feel
Duh,
like
the
you're
last
this
one.
one. No, I feel like you're
Oh,
this one. Do you know
I do
you
make
do
time
that
for
a
people,
lot?
but it's usually because I'm always busy. But I usually do try to make time for time both of us are not busy, but if it comes down to it, I will pick a time that works for them and I will clear my schedule for it.
I know, that's why I think it's this one. Because
Well, what
they
about you
never
though?
do that for you. They never do that. We're talking about you
That is
right now.
true. Oh,
We're
we
talking
are?
about you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the first one.
She has made plans, but you're hoping to do something else. You follow through what they
Follow.
planned, persuade them to do something, to do what you want to do, let them know what you would prefer to do, and find out if they agree with you.
I usually like when the guy plans the first date.
Follow through with what they plan. Okay.
Oh, but I don't like it? Yeah, I'll probably go anyways. I usually let them do what they want to do the first date, and then the second date,
Well,
it's like more casual or I plan it.
it's more of like you wanted to do something different, but they
Mm-hmm.
didn't choose what you wanted to do. So
I would still go. I would
yeah.
still do what they wanted to do. Usually I try whenever someone wants to take me on a date because it's usually not me asking, it's usually them asking. Because they asked, I usually let them pick what we do. And I usually like it when they're more controlling for the first one. Not controlling, but like I guess more like I don't want to say dominant either, but more just like they plan it, we go. I very much enjoy doing that. I think it just like comes across more attractive that way if they plan everything for me, so I don't have to like ask like, well then when are we meeting? Where are we going? Like I like when they're just like, okay, bet I'll pick you up at this time. We're going here.
Sorry,
Anyways,
I'm fixing something real quick.
how long do you need to decide whether you will go on a date? A few hours, at least a week, 1 or 2 days. Um, Generally, it's nice if it's at least a week, but also 1 or 2 days is fine as well.
What is your ideal location for a date? An expensive restaurant, rooftop candlelit dinner, the beach.
We don't really have a beach near here, but I think that would be like cool because it's kind of casual. You can eat, do a picnic. That's cute.
What's your favorite
I
season
like
for
it
love?
because I also like Sorry, this is going back on the last question, but I like it's always awkward to me when we go to a restaurant but we've like never really gotten to know each other before, especially if they're like more of a quiet person as well, they can't keep up conversation as well, because then it's
Oh
just
yeah.
awkward. We're just like staring at each other and eating, and we don't even like we can't laugh about stuff because we don't know each other's sense of humor yet.
Yeah.
So I feel like being somewhere where we can do something actively but also it just seems more casual. It's not like we're sitting across from each other staring at each other eat. Like
Yeah.
that's usually better.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But
What is your
what's your
favorite
favorite
season for love?
season for love? Spring, winter,
Fall,
fall.
fall all the way.
What's your favorite drink to have on a date? Just water because you don't like
Soda, Dr. Pepper. What the
They
fuck?
don't have that.
Actually, no. When I do go on a first date, I always order water because I always feel bad for making them pay for a soda. I
You
usually always
got
get water first
balance.
date.
You're balanced in your dating relationship. You select in who you choose to spend your time with and prefer relationships that are more on an equal footing. While you take care of your appearance, you do not try to come across as something you are not. You enjoy meeting new people, but you are not desperate to be in a relationship. What the heck?
I would just like to say, them saying I try to don't come across as something I'm not. There is nothing else like me. Of course, I come
Okay,
across this way.
so I'm going to ask you questions based off of this video. So you're in the woods, and you're in the woods and you are alone. You are so basically. I called you up and I was like, "Hey, bestie, I'm lost in the woods. Bestie, I'm lost in the woods. I need you to come and get me. I don't know where I am. I'm gonna location drop it to you, cause girl, I don't know where the fuck I am." And
I'm gonna die in these woods.
No, you're coming to get me.
I'm gonna die. Something's
just
gonna kill
listen
me.
to me! Jesus Christ! Fucking listen!
No.
So you're
wait.
calling out my name. You're going, hey, listen. Fucking just listen to me, Jesus Christ. So you're like, hey, Kristen, where the fuck are you, Kristen? Where are you?
Wow, you sound just like me.
And then you come across a big animal in the forest. What is it?
A bear!
Okay, bear. And how big is this animal?
6 feet.
6 feet. It's weird that you're immediately like, a bear!
That's my first thought. I'm
Like,
closing my eyes so
is it-
that the visual on the video doesn't make me, like, doesn't
Oh, I forgot you could see that. My bad.
I have my eyes closed. Okay.
I stopped streaming it anyways, so... So it's, like, just a huge 6-foot bear, and so this is what you're picking,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you are going with your bear to
What?
you are riding your bear. You are
We're
taking
like
a ride.
holding hands to go find you?
Yes. You're holding hands with the bear. And no
If friendship, why dangerous?
You're holding hands with the bear in order to find it. All of a sudden you hear a little rustle. Look at
Is it you? Are you about to come out of a bush naked with like leaves in your hair?
what? You see a second animal.
It's you.
What?
I thought you were about to ask me what animal is it.
It's just...
Are you an option?
No!
Fuck. Okay, I'm thinking either like a possum or a raccoon.
Okay, so a raccoon. A raccoon. How big is this raccoon?
Like, I don't know how big raccoons are generally. Like,
It doesn't
like
have to be realistic.
like no, not 2 feet, like 1.5 feet.
A foot and a half. I'll just write a foot and a half.
Is this one my friend now too?
It could be. Do you want it to be your friend?
Yeah. I want a best friend that's a raccoon.
Okay.
All I'm saying is
so,
if friend shaped, why dangerous?
Okay, so you have a raccoon and you also have a bear companioning you into the forest.
You hear clicking?
I can.
Oh, my bad.
And I can hear y'all are just going through the forest all the time, and you're going through searching, and you come across 2 patches of flowers. You have a patch of red roses and you have a patch of white roses. And so you want to pick a bouquet of 20 roses. How many do you pick from each patch?
Oh. I was about to ask if I could have both. 10 of each.
10 of each?
Actually, wait. I'm redeciding. I think 10 red and then 5... I mean, no. 15 red and 5 white. Sorry, I almost did my math wrong in my head. Because I feel like red is a really good, like, main color, and then the white color kind of just accents it. And so there's gonna be, like, less. But, like, still, like, balanced, kind of. 15 red, 5 white.
Okay. So you got your little bouquet and you're walking. This is for me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You saw it and you're like, oh, this is pretty. I want to get her because she's probably distressed, you know.
I'm
get her some
distressed,
flowers.
bitch.
Well, we're both distressed. We can look at the pretty flowers together. So you come across, so you're walking for a little bit, and you come across a building. And you are like, maybe she's inside of there. How do you get in?
Through the door?
Through the door? You're just gonna go right through the door?
If it's not locked. If it's not locked, yeah. I
Okay.
probably would knock for... Okay, wait. Does it look uninhabited?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would not knock. I would just go through the front door.
So you would just barge in. You'd just be like,
You're making me sound like I'm making the wrong decision, but no, that is what I would do. If there's, like, probably no one there, I'll just go through the front door. Like, why not? Why would I climb through a window if there's an easier way to get in? Like...
Okay, so you go right into the place, and there is this man standing there. They're ushering you towards another man with a clipboard. And they say, hey, please relax.
Okay.
He tells you there has been there has been a person in the green room for quite some time. So what do you do?
The green room?
Yeah. There's a very suspicious man with a clipboard.
Who are you?
With a clipboard saying, hey, there's a person. The person that you're searching for is in the back in the green room. They've been there for some time, and they say they're lost. What do you do? Are you gonna follow that? Are you gonna follow the alien, or are you gonna like
alien?
Not alien. Gonna follow the man, or like barge in and be like, "Fuck you." It's whatever you want it to be.
Wait, what do you mean by barge in / follow? Are we, like, is either way, am I going to the room? I'm confused.
Well, you can also choose not to go into the room.
No, I would check it out. But I also wouldn't, I would not just be trusting. I would be very on my toes, like, what is going on here? But I would probably,
go
like, go take a
in,
look.
But, like,
like, is
like
there
a very
door
hesitant
that, like,
going.
Is there, like, a door that opens and closes, or is it just, like, a hallway into there? Like...
It's a hallway into the green room.
Is there a door on the green room?
Probably.
Okay, if there's a door, I would stand in the door with the door open so nobody could, like, shut it on me. I would take a little peek.
Okay.
I'd also probably be, like, checking by me a lot.
Just, like, always, like, suspicious.
Yeah, I'm scared. What if they kidnap me? Everything is a sex trafficking scam nowadays.
That's true. Okay, and so you're going with him, but being very suspicious. And they're like, Hold on, I'm looking.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, is that it? Like, am I just...
No.
Bro, I have to pee. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
Oh my gosh.
While you figure this out, I'm gonna go pee, but I'm bringing you with me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not wearing pants right now, so I'm really hoping that my sweet mate's door is not... Oh my god, it's open. Fuck. I gotta put pants on to go to the bathroom. This is insane. I actually have to piss so bad. What the fuck?
Oh, okay, so I know what the other question is.
Okay, go ahead.
So you see, you go to the green room, and you see someone lying down on the couch, in a comfy couch.
Ugh.
And, are they asleep or are they awake? Am I asleep or am I awake?
So it is you.
Yes.
I feel like you would have to be asleep, because why would you just be chilling?
Oh, jeez, this is weird. This is weird. She's just gone.
How
She's
so?
just really gone.
Oh. You talking about me?
Yeah, I thought you were gone.
I was pissing. I'm
I
back
was
now,
like,
though.
no,
Like,
this...
I'm about to flush the toilet, though, so y'all are finna hear it. Because if
What?
I were to mute, I would have to use my toe, because my computer's on the ground right now.
Oh my god. I'm gonna mute you on my end. Okay.
I'm gonna mute for me to wash my hands, but what's the next thing? Okay, my reasoning behind that is that, like, if you're, like, not having a good time, you're, like, stuck in this forest, I feel like you wouldn't have just been like, like, if you didn't text me, I'm in this house, I feel like you would be like, you wouldn't just be chilling. You would not just be like, I feel like something either knocked you out or you fell asleep on accident. You wouldn't just be like waiting somewhere without telling me where you are.
Well, I told you that I was like in a place and I didn't know where I was. So.
Oh, you told me you were in a building?
I did not tell you I was in a building. I just said, hey, I'm in the forest. Fuck, help.
Yeah, see, I feel like you would have told me I'm in this building. If you were sitting there waiting for me, then yeah, okay. Because you told me you were there. But I feel like, why would you just be like, I feel like you would have to be like milling around. Like, obviously it's not smart to keep moving when you're trying to let someone find you, but like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're asleep. Like, maybe not, someone knocked you out or something.
Okay. So, in this room where I am asleep, you see a jug. What is the jug made out of?
I was gonna say glass, but like, is it like a jug or is it like a keg?
Look, it's like a jug.
Okay, then glass, yeah.
So, glass.
Second answer would be plastic, but I'm feeling glass more. It was the first thing that came to mind.
So, how much water is in the jug?
2/3.
2/3. You're escorted into the hallway, and then you wake me up, and you're escorted into the hallway, and you get separated from me while you're being escorted.
Escorted by who?
The man with the clipboard and the man who took you to the clipboard.
Do you know this person?
No.
Why are they helping us? And why
I don't know.
here?
They were pushy. They were very pushy.
Ew. We could take them.
You're separated from me, but the person who was helping you to get to the clipboard guy was like, "Hey, you're gonna enter this room, and you're gonna sit down and make a list about what you dislike about the person."
Mm-hmm.
And about your person. And when you go into the room and see your person, you both start writing. And then you start writing a few things, if any at all. But as you finish, you notice that I am still writing. So what do you do?
Sit there and wait.
So you just sit there and wait?
Yeah, because I'm the type of person that, like, if I'm writing something, like, I know what I'm gonna write about you, and when I'm done, I'm done.
Okay.
Not saying that, like, I wouldn't have, like, that my stuff is, like, less than the kind of stuff you're saying, but I feel like what I meant was meaningful, and if I didn't write more, it was because I felt good about what I wrote. So I'm not gonna keep going. I'm not gonna keep going just because, like, you're still going. Nah.
Okay. So we're both finished, and we're finally told, okay, they're gonna like get us out. And as we leave, we see a puzzle box. What does the puzzle look like?
I was thinking of like one of those like wood ones. You know what I'm talking about? Like the carved wood ones.
Well, yeah, but what does the puzzle look like? Is it like finished? Is it like apart? Like,
What?
are there a few pieces
Oh, like
missing
I'm.
here and there? Like,
Oh, it's
you
like
see a
a.
puzzle.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You see a puzzle.
So it's like not like a puzzle box. It's like a real puzzle.
Yeah, it's like a real puzzle.
Sorry, I was taking my be real. I guess it wouldn't be together. It wouldn't be put together all the way.
Not completely. So,
Mm-mm.
like, how finished would you say? Like, how finished is it
I feel like it's
almost?
not finished at all.
Like,
Because why
it's just
else
a
would it
few
be sitting there?
pieces.
Yeah,
It's
why else
just,
would it be sitting there?
like,
Okay.
not even a border. No, nothing.
Yeah, I feel like it was like freshly dumped out the box.
Okay. Hold on, I'm writing this down.
Where did my post go? There it is.
Freshly dumped.
Freshly dumped.
Freshly dumped. Okay. So the first animal that you find. Okay, so I think we're done. Right?
Okay.
So the first animal that you see, that's how you see yourself. You see
Oh.
yourself as a 6-foot bear. So that's interesting. Uh and the bigger the animal, the more problems you have. So you have 6-foot problems.
Oh shit. Damn. Okay.
So like a bear, is pretty chill until you fucking aggravate it. But once you aggravate it, those problems are gonna come out quick. Like, mm-mm. So the next animal that you react with is how you approach your problems.
Oh my gosh. A tiny little raccoon or possum.
No, wait, hold on. With the wait, hold on. Next thing is okay. How did you interact with the bear? How would you say you interacted with the bear? Did you become friends with it, or like?
I mean, see, that's the thing. I feel like if a bear just popped up out of the woods, I would be a little afraid of it. But if I thought I could befriend it, I would have. But the way you were like, you were like, y'all are walking together. So I was like, damn, so the bear's just with me? I guess we're friends now.
Okay, so how you react is how you reacted to the animals, how you would react to your problems. That's what that was.
Okay, honestly, I feel like if maybe we were like, okay, well, how do you get around it, or like, how do you go forward from here? I probably would have said I probably would try to like either distract it or like slowly move around it. To be honest.
Okay, now how do you do that with the raccoon?
Oh, the raccoon, we chill.
become friends. I'm gonna write become friends.
We chill.
Distract it to get around. Okay. So you're just like, you're distracted and then try to run. So the second animal is how you see me.
Oh.
You see me as a 1.5-foot raccoon. I'm apparently a raccoon. I'm a little trash bin.
Or possum. Faking
Just
your
a
death.
little possum. A possum that you want to befriend. That's cute. That's really cute. Okay, so when you pick the flowers, you picked 5 white and 15 red. That's what you expect to have in a relationship. So you expect to give like a lot, and you expect very little to take.
Damn.
So you give. So like if we put this into like a numbers perspective, right? So you have 20. So
It's 2/3.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's
66%. Okay.
You guys. 75.
I meant 3/4.
75.
3/4, 75%. That was my bad, bro.
So you get 75%, right? You give 75 and you take 25.
Damn.
So, yeah. And you were about to say half and half, and then you changed your mind. You're like, nah, that doesn't sound like me.
Embarrassing. Embarrassing.
That's so funny. Okay.
Why is my mom not responding to my text message?
I don't know. So how you enter the building is your mentality towards the relationship.
Break the door down!
So breaking it, just like, hey, what's up?
What's up, motherfuckers? Surprise, shawty!
Bypassing the building is being like, fuck that. Knocking means that you're level-headed and sensible, but crashing in means that you're a little desperate.
Oh, damn! See, that's the thing. I would have knocked if it looked inhabited. But because it looked uninhabited, I was like, fuck it, I'll just open the door.
That's so funny, though. Okay. So...
Material girl!
So, when you walked in, you were very hesitant to the relationship, right? You're very, like... You're very... I mean, okay, so you were walked in, you're like, I don't know if I can trust you, type thing.
Yeah.
That's how you approach problems in a relationship.
Oh. Huh.
Like, So you barged in, and you're like, I don't know if I know you well enough yet. I don't trust you. I don't really trust you, man.
I mean, to be honest, the only reason I was, like, nervous is because, like, what if there's a crackhead in here that's gonna, like, stab me with a heroin needle?
Well, that's kind of how you deal with, like, the first meeting of a relationship and the problems about it. Is like, you never know.
Like, damn, is this bitch gonna stab me with a heroin needle?
Yeah. So, I didn't ask this question properly.
You can ask it to me now, maybe.
Okay, so if you're going to the green room, would you rather have gone into the green room, or would you rather have them bring you to you?
Bring the person from the green room to me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would rather just go alone to check it out, but not them come with me, because I don't trust those people. But I trust you.
Okay. So,
I wouldn't want them touching you.
okay. So you would have gone to them.
Yes, but without the other people.
So, you're gonna have the other person want to initiate and to solve the problem. But you like taking a more direct approach to it
Okay.
when it comes to problems. You're like, hey, I want you to initiate it, but at the same time, if this is a thing, I need it to be fixed. So, fuck
Big
you.
purr.
So take me to the thing. So, you said I was asleep, right? Like I was just fully asleep.
Yeah.
That means you expect them to be just as they are. You don't expect them to change for anything.
Aww, that's cute.
That's really cute. Okay. The jug shows the state of your heart and how much water is. The jug shows how much love is it filled with.
Aww.
So it holds like your. So you are filled with 2/3 of the way with love.
That's kind of cute.
And but your heart is fragile like glass, so it can break pretty easily with enough force.
Damn.
How you react to the paper test is your personal level of trust and personal security. So the other person was actually told to list their favorite sea creatures. So they were writing a bunch. So I was writing like, dolphins, sharks, jellyfish,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. And you were told to list things that you don't like about me.
Oh.
In order to, and so while you were sitting there and you were watching me scribble a bunch of stuff down, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for you to finish. You didn't feel betrayed or anything. It was more of like, you're just gonna stay there and wait.
Yeah.
So you are very secure in yourself.
Big purr! Period. Let's fucking go!
And you are not insecure or destructive in any way when it comes to that relationship. So the last question was about the puzzle, about whether it was done or not.
Mm-hmm.
The puzzle represents how you feel you are about yourself and how you are in your stage of life. So you feel like you've just been you've been freshly dumped. Like you haven't really experienced life at all yet. And
I
you
agree.
are waiting to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
I agree.
You're waiting to become whole.
Be what?
Become a whole, not a whore. Whole.
Or both.
It could be both. It's whatever you want it to be. Okay, so I found another one. It's more of like a PDF for some reason.
Uh-huh.
So, question 1 is, when you are really honest with yourself, do you want to be in a relationship with right now? Like, full honesty.
Okay. I feel like every year of college, I've been constantly looking for like a long-term relationship, and every year it's like the other people aren't just they're just not in the same headspace as me of like being ready for something like that. Personally, I think I am ready for a relationship, but right now I'm kind of just sick and tired of all these talking stages. So right now I'm kind of just waiting for things to come to me. So I feel like right now I'm like I'm not really trying all that hard to be in one. But I feel that I am ready for one. I just don't know if I'm not putting myself out there at this moment in time to actually go ahead and get one, at least not as hard as I used to.
Okay, since you said you want to be in a relationship, take a few minutes to think through why. Why exactly do you want to be in a relationship?
Um, I just kind of want someone to like do things with. Like I'm a very codependent person, and not that I want someone that I can like that I would solely depend on in a toxic way. More of just I want someone that like I can always like trust to be there. And like even though I have my friends, y'all have your own stuff that's going on. Like and obviously this person would too. But I don't know, I like having someone that may not just be like my mom or my best friend. Like and I can't always just get my physical touch from y'all because that's not how I express my love to my friends, and it would be nice to like have someone I can go to for that when I need it. And like I don't know, I really like having someone that I can pour a lot of myself into. And I feel like the more like dark or like maybe more toxic answer would be that I have a core belief in therapy that people don't care about me. That's something my therapist told me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I want someone that I know like loves me more than anything, like more than anything else. And I feel like I need that for myself. And I feel like maybe that is why I've been constantly searching for a relationship, but I feel like putting
Yeah.
work into that and it's like kind of like lesser on the list now because of me like being able to notice it or whatever.
I feel like for me the reason why I want to be in a relationship is because I want to have that kind of connection that happens in a relationship. I want
Yeah.
to have the experiences of being in love. I
Yeah, I just
don't
want to be in love for real.
I don't want to I want to find my person that I will never get sick of, you know? And who
Mhm.
I know wants to be with me come rain, come shine, come whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Just someone who is there for me and who won't ever give up on me type thing. Because I feel
Mhm.
like I've gone through so many relationships, platonic or not, where I feel like there was just a point where they gave up on me and they never wanted to come back,
Mhm.
or they never wanted to come back the same way that they were at one point, and that
Yeah.
hurts. I want to find my one person that doesn't do that.
Exactly. I was telling my
But
therapist this, but like with that last thing, like with the I'm not going to mention any names, but the fact that I thought someone cared about me more than anybody else in their life because they don't have any family really, like their family's dead and they like really like me as a person, they love me. The fact that I was still a second choice after I came back from Italy, even though I never saw them as like a relationship potential, it hurt me more than I realized it would because I thought that I was their number one in their life. And then when I found out I wasn't, it like severely hurt me because that's something I've been like yearning for.
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, just all of a sudden you're having a bunch of people, like, not really seemingly pay attention to who you are.
Cause I thought it would be my mom my entire life, but ever since she started dating, I just like it hasn't been the same, and so I want to find that through someone else who's like not gonna let me down like everybody else kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense actually. So I understand.
Yeah.
But okay. do you have a broken heart these days, or do you have feelings for someone else that you're trying to get over?
Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty healed. At least from the last situation. I don't think I'm
Well,
like overly like let me preface this, like I think I'm not attached to anybody in the way that I used to be, or like the way that I was with Sergio after our breakup. That shit was insane. um I'm not feeling like
I
I have to constantly be like reaching out to these people, like being in
I
contact with them.
I know, but I feel like you're still not necessarily like attached, but still like expecting things from we're going to name him uh DJ Khaled. You're expecting things from DJ Khaled.
Wait,
Even
can
though
you
you
text
two
me who
have
you're talking about?
even
Because
though
I'm
you
actually
two
confused.
even though you two have never met in person.
Oh no, I was
Don't
gonna talk about him. I was gonna talk about him in a second. I was talking about my past relationships that I was talking about like the lightning bug from the Princess and the Frog. You remember
yeah,
his name?
yeah.
That one, and
Ray. Yeah, Ray.
yes, and let's call him Ernesto.
Ernesto, we've heard the real name though. You said the real name live on air
Really?
for everyone. Yes, you did.
Oh, my bad,
You
Pimp.
said-
Anyways.
That's so embarrassing.
Like both of those I feel like I'm over. I will not lie though, with the lightning bug from Princess and the Frog. Sometimes I see like his face come across my page somehow and I like internally freak out a little bit. But I think it was literally just because of how traumatic it was.
Oh no, okay. Do you want to tell the lovely people what this fucker did to you?
Like long story short, basically, he was manipulative and he would love bomb me, leave, love bomb me, leave, love bomb me, leave over and over and over again until we got into a cycle. And then he would like kind of verbally degrade me, but like without it being completely obvious. At one point, he also hit me, but like I'm not like I'm not trying to like not just like I'm not trying to disrespect myself, but it honestly doesn't bother me. It's just something that happened.
Yeah.
It didn't really affect me emotionally. It's just something that happened to me that I can say has happened to me. Um,
Yeah, that's not a. It's still not a good thing.
it's not okay at all. But
It's
like,
not a good thing, babe.
it doesn't
not really.
affect me as much as the other things he did that affected me.
That's true.
Cause like I feel like
he did a lot of fucked
stuff,
up shit.
Physical stuff is like whatever. I have a high pain tolerance, but like mental stuff is where I draw my line. That's when like shit gets like real.
I feel like he did too much shit. He did so much shit for no goddamn reason, and I don't know why. Like, why?
Something that makes me mad. So when we were in our talking stage, we would send each other TikToks, right? But like we would send each other links over text. We didn't follow each other on TikTok, but TikTok has like a really weird way that they connect people that have sent each other things, even though they don't follow each other. In a way that like even though I don't follow some people that are in my contacts will still show up on my like TikTok. So like when he reposts things on TikTok, they come across my For You page. Even though I don't follow him.
You can desync your contacts. That's syncing your contacts. You can desync them.
Every time it asks me, I say no, don't allow. I don't understand how it keeps doing it.
Did it also ask for Facebook friends?
I also didn't allow that. Because I don't want people to find me on TikTok. I've told you this. I don't know how it keeps doing it. Like when he reposts TikTok, I see it, and sometimes but like, I just keep it pushing.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's a whole deal. But one of the guys that you have, I don't know if you've dated or what, but he hangs around way too damn much for no reason. He hangs around for no.
I agree.
I don't think he realizes what he does, or realizes how much of essentially a bitch he is.
He doesn't. He does not realize. He texted me today, actually.
That's fine. I don't. Why? Why doesn't he get the hint of like, it's not that he's a bad person. It's that he's not self-aware to the point that it makes him seem like a bad person.
Exactly.
And, like, I know that he's, a good dude, right? Yeah. I've talked with him before. But he thinks one way about himself when that's not true. That's not true at all. It's honestly so weird to see.
What was the question again?
Which one? Oh, are you still heartbroken? Are you still heartbroken these days, and are you trying to get over someone?
I feel like there is like one person that I'm still holding hope out for.
Yeah, that's.
But I feel like DJ Khaled. Kind of got over it.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled? Yes, DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled. I see what you did now. Okay, DJ I was confused Khaled. At first. I thought it had something to do with the another one reference earlier, which is why I was confused.
Another one.
I am still holding hope out for that one, but it's more like, it's like on the back burner. It's like, I'm waiting for him to say something.
Yeah.
So that we can go do our thing, I guess.
Because it's not like he lives that far away. Because he lives not. He lives far enough that it's like, it might be a drive. But like, not far enough. I'm waiting for him to put the effort in. Like, he puts effort in, but not the way I like need to see it for this to continue. Yeah. And so he's still there on the back burner, and I really like him, but it's more of like, I'm not expecting anything from it anymore, unless something happens somehow. But you have more experience on like dating apps than I do, right? What is some of the weirdest stuff that you've gotten on dating apps? I'm gonna ask because I once got like a message, and I sent this to you. I remember very clearly. I remember as well. It was the weirdest, like, like very sexual. Oh, I get a lot of those. Opening message, and I'm like, I would like this. Okay, I mainly use Hinge nowadays because of the fact that there's less people on Hinge, so I feel like the people that are on Hinge genuinely want something, because why would you be on Hinge? It's like the third option. Yeah. It's like the only reason you're on Hinge is if you like don't want to be on Tinder, which I feel like nobody who actually wants Tinder. Bumble's like a good option, but a lot of people literally like, because Bumble has the option where it's like, what are you looking for? 95% of the men in my town have like something casual, looking for something casual, and I like can't tell if they're just saying that because they don't know what they want, or if it's because they don't want a relationship, they just want a talking stage, and I can't do that. So I went to Hinge because I feel like Hinge is like the last resort, and other people on there are like-minded, at least hopefully. So I use it the most, and I have on my profile looking for a long-term relationship because no offense to anybody who might be looking for a short-term relationship, but if you are looking for a short-term relationship, what is the point? Literally, what do you get out of that? Well, probably just like some sort of companionship, for a little bit. Yeah, I guess, but it feels like just like a heartbreak waiting to happen. Because if you're, are you okay? Sorry. I got a loud beaming. Thank you. Yeah, it's Simon1 for following. Thank you very much. Oh, that's very nice. It jump scared you? It jump scared me. Nah, that shit jump scared me so bad. I was like, I'm fine. It did scare me though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember what we were talking about. What were we talking about? I really don't remember. You like scared it out of me. No, it's okay. Sorry. We were talking about what's Hinge. Why? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I have a long-term relationship on my profile. Yeah, but and I'm talking about people still be sliding on my profile with some weird ass shit. Such as, bring out your phone. I want to actually hear these because one for me. I want to talk about like our preferences. We don't have to go too much into detail, but I'm talking about like what we specifically look for in a person, because I'm queer, right? So for me, gender not an issue. Same thing with sexuality. I don't really care. It's not something that I found, because there was a long time where I thought I was either bi or I thought I was a lesbian, and I would flip between the two. But I realized fucking labels don't really matter, dog. It really does not. So I'm just like, if I find a person and they're really nice and sweet, that's great for me. Doesn't mean that I don't find people attractive. Trust me, I see some women, I'm like, oh, okay, Jesus, give me a warning next time. I almost had a heart attack. Jesus Christ. But so I was kind of experimenting a little bit because for a long time I had like women and non-binary people only, right? And then I opened it up to men, and Jesus Christ,
yeah,
the amount of men that started flooding in is honestly shocking and also scary.
Men are easy. Yeah.
Like,
no, when I like for a really long time didn't want to tell you how many people like me on my Bumble, because like when you were on Women, you know, it wasn't that many, like a week. But now that you're like there, like I don't feel afraid to tell you anymore, because like I have literally over 300 likes on my Bumble right now that I haven't gone through.
I feel like I'm like in the hundreds ranges right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not even active on Bumble, like, dude.
Exactly.
And so, what boggles my mind, I'll see someone cute and I'll be like, it's a maybe, and I'll swipe right, and then I'm like, oh shit, they matched with me.
I unmatch when I do that. When I look at them a little harder and I'm like, maybe not, I unmatch. So I don't give them hope.
But I'm like, you know, they might be sweet or whatever. So I text them and I go, hi. And they don't text back. Like, what's the point of swiping and matching if you're never going to text me back, dog?
Honestly, I think it's a matter of, personally for me, something I do is, I don't like having dating app notifications on my phone. Because, like, I don't want other people knowing that I'm on dating apps, at least when we're in public. Like, if a notification comes across my phone, they're like, oh, you're on, like, Hinge. Like, I don't know, it's just weird for me. So sometimes I turn my notifications off, and it might be a matter of them turning their notifications off and then not checking their Bumble within 24 hours of you matching and sending them a message.
Yeah, I just think it's weird, though. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But I did get an unhinged, like, response on Hinge of just, like, your body is literally perfect. The things I would do with you, with, like, a disgusting emoji. And I'm like, boy came in hard for no reason.
Like, yeah, some random man on mine sent me, like, I would like to rearrange your guts respectfully. And I was like, did he not see the, like, long-term relationship? Like, at least take me on a date first? Like,
oh, a guy also liked me on Hinged, right? And I'm gonna call him Harold. But Harold has like 2 pictures repeating the entire time. And they're not good pictures. They're not at all. Like, one is him literally throwing up a gang sign.
Wait, you said he's not cute? Or
he ain't cute, no. He's not cute at all.
That's so silly. Is he white? Be honest.
No.
Oh, okay. I would have laughed my ass off if he was throwing up gang symbols.
No, he an ethnic man.
I got you.
He Hispanic. But the thing is...
Cholo.
But the thing is that one is he's throwing up a gang sign, and then the other one is him smoking a blunt.
Not the Cholo vibes.
And there's like 6 pictures,
is he an Edgar?
but they're the 2.
Is
he looks
Edgar?
like one. He looks like one, not gonna lie.
He has like the slight bowl cut. Send me screenshots right now.
I will in a second.
I want to roast him, please. I literally just got... I was just checking my Hinge likes because we were talking about this. Someone liked me with the comment, I'm a despicable piece of shit, will that work?
What the fuck?
I'm gonna match.
What does that mean?
He swiped up on my comment that said, it'll work if you're funny. And he said, I'm a despicable piece of shit, will that work?
Here, I'll send it.
I mean, I think it will.
I send.
I like his fits, too. His fits are cool.
I sent it to you. Like, I saw that
on
and I was
Discord?
like, ew.
Wait, where'd you
No,
send
not
it?
on Discord, on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. But, like, I have nearly over 50 likes on Bumble.
He's like Hispanic Drake. Oh,
But-
he's a drug dealer.
Can I tell you
He's a
how-
plug.
Can I tell you how dry some of these people are?
He's a plug, Kristen.
Damn.
That means he's got money.
He looks disgusting as hell, though. Not gonna lie.
It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
He looks awful. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
My bad, pimp. We just don't have the same taste.
No.
He's not cute, but he's not ugly either, in my opinion.
There was a person who was like, it was a female as well. It was just like a female. It was just like,
Women.
what you up to, girl? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm watching anime.
Yeah, what's up with you, baby girl?
And they're
What's
like,
your
oh, cool.
name?
What
Let
is
me
it?
talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. Oh my god, this is so cute. I want to make one. I send. Sorry, I'm distracting you. Oh, this is also cute.
Oh, I sent a like a place that you might want to visit, and then to someone, and they never responded.
Oh.
But I also liked someone on accident. But it was a couple looking for a third to hang out with and add into the relationship, and I was like, oh fuck, because I swiped because I was like, the girl's cute, the guy is not cute at all, not.
Would you be willing to try something like that for real?
For an experience, maybe.
That's valid. I don't think I could.
For an experience, maybe. But can I tell you the absolute driest response I ever got?
Yeah.
Is from that really cute guy that I showed you that matched with me. And I was like, oh, he's cute.
Oh, yeah, he was fine.
He was really cute. And I was like, hey, why did you come to College Station? He's like, work. I was like, oh, what do you do? He was like, door-to-door sales person for a solar company. I was like, okay, I bet you have a few stories about people who answer the door. She's like, oh yeah, it's great. I was like,
ew.
What's the craziest person who opened the door? You know, trying to get something. And it was like, it's a lot to type out. So I just left on Reddit and never responded.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if it's a lot to type...
Can you send voice memos?
No. On Bumble? Yeah, probably. I think, yeah. I don't know.
I feel like voice memo, he could have just fucking sent a voice memo or asked for your Snapchat.
He could have called me on that thing.
Yeah. That's rough.
I get such, dry responses. I'm like, ew. No, I don't like that. Like, why are some of them just absolutely dry, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I'm T-Pain. You know me.
I'm looking at this quiz of are you ready to start dating? And the number 4 question is something that we might not want to talk about.
Let's go. Hit me with it. Hit me, boy.
We all have had hard things happen to us throughout life. Is there anything in your life that's been particularly hard that you might not have worked through yet?
Oh, for sure.
And I'm just like, maybe we should not talk about that on the podcast.
Well, actually, I feel like I've worked through a lot of the hard things I've been through, but I feel like obviously they're always going to have their impact.
Oh yeah, they're going to have a very lasting impact, man.
I can only think of 2 very specific things, though.
Yeah. It's just... Ooh. It was awful. No. But when it comes to confidence and identity, how are you doing these days? Are you feeling pretty comfortable and confident?
Good as shit. I'm the sexiest person alive.
I am not. I am not doing good.
You have to get there.
I'm doing horrible. I used to think I was the sexiest person alive. I used to. I don't know. Depression hit like a fucking truck, and I'm just here. I'm That's just valid. Like sitting here, just like, I hate myself.
You should start talking to the mirror. I know that sounds weird, but like, start telling yourself you're sexy every time in the mirror, like when you go to the bathroom and shit.
Yeah, it's just like, it's hard for me to even get up and go to the bathroom. Like that's how bad valid. It's been. That's valid. How absolutely atrocious it's been. Like
that
lately,
scene in Euphoria with Zendaya.
Oh yeah, no, I've had that happen so many times. There was a time, I probably should have talked about that. But like, I've thought about recently like checking myself into a mental institution because it's been horrid. I don't care for the way my brain's been acting lately. Anyways, are you one of those seasons where insecurity seems to be extra strong? Yep.
No.
It is for me. That's great. Anyways, where is your faith right now? Do you feel connected to God? Disconnected from Him? I don't know why this is a question. I've been feeling
disconnected for a while, actually. It's more of like, I felt really good when I joined a church here on campus, and I really liked the people there, but they started speaking in tongues and trying to make me speak in tongues, and I was not for it, and I left, and since then I just really haven't been as like, I don't know, I just like haven't really been putting effort into keeping it, but it's something I should probably work on, but it's like, I'm just a very busy person right now, so hasn't been at the top of the list.
Are you in a season of transition? Also, do you feel like you have the time, space, and mental energy to start dating right now?
I feel like I am in a Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, I feel like I have the time and the space. I don't have the mental energy. Like,
That's valid.
I probably would.
Pouring into people takes a lot.
If I was in a better mental space, I probably would be. Which is why I'm not on dating apps right now. Because I'm like, I can't. Yeah. I don't love myself right now.
Yeah.
And if I don't love myself, how the hell am I going to love someone
else? Am I going to love anybody else? Can I get an
amen? Amen! Just, yeah.
You better work, bitch.
You better work, bitch.
That was good.
That's something that I found that I'm weirdly good at, is like hearing an inflection and how someone says it and saying it just like they do. However, it's not like the exact same accent, but it's the exact same inflection and energy. And I don't know why I can do that so well. It's weird.
I think it's the ADHD, honestly.
Maybe. It's just that, you better work, bitch. It's hot in this room. Hold on.
Because of you.
Damn, thank you. Is a part of you holding off on dating because you feel like you're not good enough yet? Do you feel like you have to be perfect to reach some sort of certain place in life before you can start dating?
I kind of want to answer the last one again.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. Fuck.
No, you're good. I feel like I'm definitely in a, like, transition phase, but right now I'm, like, in a very big spot of, like, I'm busy in a good way, and I feel like it's kind of helping me to stop trying to look for like validation and everything, because I'm basically just validating myself and all of the work that I'm doing for myself. Because like I'm taking 16 hours of college, like I'm working to pay for my tuition, I'm in like 3 different orgs. I just wrote my resume and I was like, damn, I actually am cooler than I think I am, kind of thing. Like seeing all of my stuff on paper. And so I feel like I am in a transition stage because I'm trying to get internships and all that stuff. But like, I think personally, because of the type of person I am, I could be in a relationship. I just feel like it would be a lot more draining than maybe another semester of my life.
I feel like you are in such a place where you're doing so much for yourself that it's going to be really hard to add another person into there.
I agree.
I would honestly feel like waiting until, like, I wouldn't be like, oh, you should wait until you graduate or anything. I would be
I'm
like,
thinking this summer. Hopefully, if I go to, I can live my little perfect life in
with
in my
DJ
internship.
Khaled. With
Yeah,
DJ Khaled.
That's if I get into a Houston internship, but we'll see.
I feel like the way that you talk about DJ Khaled. Sorry, it's just really funny to me.
Say it again. Sorry, you cut out a little bit for me.
It's just I'm thinking of the fact that we named him DJ Khaled. It's really funny. But I think you and DJ Khaled are a good match together.
We're like
weirdly.
the same person.
Yeah. I like the way that you two like talk every day, even if it's been a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I also like the way he communicates.
Yeah. And he's not that far away. He's just
really
literally up the road. Which is why I'm wondering why he hasn't
I agree. I don't know why
by.
he hasn't come to College Station yet.
But he did say, "Hey, I want to take it slow." I didn't know he meant a snail's pace, but like.
Yeah, literally. I don't know.
I don't understand. But it seems like you really, really, really like this guy, and I don't think I've really seen you like that with a lot of other people. Like, I've seen you like that, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I kind of like this guy for you. You know?
It's weird because, like, I don't know. It's very much on the back burner. I do like him a lot, but I really am not going to put any hope into it until we meet up.
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to discuss. Online dating, yes or no?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
For me, it's a yes as long as I get to see you at some point. You know that about me.
Okay. I agree with that kind of, but I feel like for me to be able to start a relationship with someone, I have to have met them in person first. Which is why I say online dating no, because if we're being boyfriend, girlfriend, and we've never met before, I'm not going to be able to see it as real in my brain. We talked about this a little bit last night.
A little bit, but for me, I'll be able to see it as real as long as I'll be able to see you at some point, even if that's like months and months down the road.
That's why I'm like, when I said earlier, I have to see how they interact with other people in real life, how they carry themselves, how they talk in real life, how their mannerisms are in real life. I have to see all of that first before I get myself into a commitment with that person. Because what if something they do gives me the ick in real life, and then I'm stuck?
Yeah. Well, you could always, like, back out and be like, hey,
that's true, but I feel like that's, like, so much worse for them than rather being like, hey, I can't start anything, I can't finish unless I've seen you first.
Yeah. Unless you clarify that in the beginning, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's gonna be weird for me, like, if I'm not even 100% sure about the person yet, and then what if someone flirts with me in real life? And I'm like, I do like this person. That's, like, not okay.
Yeah. No, I completely understand what you're saying. It's just, I am so sick of online dating, but I'm also so sick of people, I know this is going to sound weird, of people not really finding me attractive enough to put in effort.
That's valid.
Because, you know, you always say that you go out on dates, even if they're, like, shitty dates. At least you're able to get that one date. I'm not even able to get that. Right. I did, and it was not good, but like
valid as fuck.
I got a bit of experience, but it was. Let me talk about this. There was this lady, her name was Amy, right? And she's a trans woman, which I'm completely fine with. If you're a trans man, trans woman, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. But we went back to her place, and she basically said that she never really told her roommate. She never told anyone except for a few choice friends and the people that she was dating. that she is trans. And the thing is that she was talking on her way to her dorm about how she basically rode a bike like 20 minutes for a hookup while we were going to the dorm, and I was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's awkward, especially if y'all are like literally on the way back to where like y'all would be alone together.
Yeah.
That is so that is so unbelievably like annoying.
Awkward. It was awkward, annoying. I was like, why the fuck are you telling me this?
I would have walked my ass right the way back to the restaurant and waited for my parents to pick me up.
I'm just like, are you trying to tell me that this is gonna be a one-time thing and you're never gonna talk to me again? Like, is that what it's gonna be? And that's how it turned out. I don't know whether it's because it was on my end, but I don't like starting conversations with people because I've been in those types where like I'll keep on activating a conversation and getting like no word responses, but keep on texting and texting and texting, basically like not getting the hint. And then they're like, oh my god, you're so annoying, go away. And I'm like, well, fuck. Yeah, I don't know what to do. You know, and I was like, I really liked you. I just want to make sure you're okay. And they're like, fuck, leave me alone. I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah. I don't know.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's just...
Well, maybe not exactly, but like I get you.
But, you know, because in my mind, I'm like, trans women are women, right? When I go for a kiss with a woman, I do not expect stubble. At all.
Yeah.
And when I kissed this woman, it was itchy. It was itchy as fuck, right?
Yeah. And like, as a person, you know, you put the effort in to not have stubble too. So like, why can't it be reciprocated?
Oh, for those of you who don't know, I have I was about to say CPS. That's not what it is.
Child Protective Services. That's my favorite disorder.
I have PCOS, which is basically I have a lot more testosterone and estrogen in my system than most people. So I do grow facial hair. I take medicine for it, but sometimes it's just something that you cannot escape from. So I do shave because I get very... It's kind of like knowing how it's like to be dysphoric, but about your own gender. Because I get very dysphoric about the fact that I have to shave my face. Because I'm like, some of these girls don't have to shave their face. And then I realized a lot of ethnic girls do. And that made me feel a lot better, though. About, like, other ethnic girls having to shave their face. Because they grow very dark and thick body hair like I do. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's not only me. That's great. But, so I shaved. I shaved not only my face, but I shaved my legs for the first time in like months. And like I was looking good. I was feeling good, you know? And so we went back to the dorm.
And sorry, I muted myself because I was watching your private story on Snapchat.
Oh. But I was like, yeah, gotta do it.
Sorry, I just saw chat. They said bless you. Because I sneezed like 5 minutes ago.
Oh. But,
Damn, y'all didn't even say time?
That's so funny to me for no reason. But, so, yeah, we went back to the dorm after, like, a 20-minute walk, which was insane. They asked me to meet...
disgusting.
They asked me to meet at this place that is literally, like, it was in Hannah's, dorm, common area.
Like, complex area.
Yeah, complex. Yeah. And it was from there to, like, the north side of that campus.
Yeah,
and
not
that
to mention,
building...
the campus that I live on is one of the biggest campuses in America.
Mm-hmm.
I live on the south side.
Exactly. So I don't know why, but it didn't cross my mind that the fact that, you know, we were going to like make out or whatever. I thought we were gonna sit down and cuddle and watch a movie. But no, that's not what happened.
As normal dates progress, I'm sorry, but that I have never ever been on a date where I would go to a restaurant, then we go to someone's house after, and we just raw dogged the moment. No
I
TV, no
know.
media. That's insane.
I know, but that's what happened to me. It was so awkward. So I
Didn't
thought.
even bother to put some music on. That's insane.
So I was thinking, oh, you know what? You know what? I guess I did get a free meal. I was happy about that. I did get a free meal. So
we love that.
But like I I was just there and we were talking and then all of a sudden they got like right next to me, like pulled their chair right next to me, and she basically caressed my face, leaned in for a kiss, but like there was the only background noise was a fucking fan. Like it was awful for me. I was like, this does not sound great. And instead of like moving to a bed or like something comfortable, like not even laying down a blanket, we just got on the fucking floor. Dude, if anyone out there is like, oh, that sounds romantic, it was not at all. It was not. Don't ever do what this person did. Fuck no. There is a reason why I'm never going out with this person again. Fuck no. Never.
Honestly,
I'm not doing that shit again.
One of the best like makeout sessions I've ever had was like I was in this person's room, I was helping them fold their laundry, and then we were listening to music and he was like serenading me, like singing, and then it happened. That shit was fun as fuck.
That sounds so nice and romantic. I wanted some romance, but this person was like, let's get down to business. Like, that's what I wanted, and that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
dude?
Bro was lying to my face, but he was singing. Let me specify. He was singing Rod Wave. He was singing that one Rod Wave song where it's like, "You're my reason to smile," and then like pointing at me, and like I was like, "Damn!" Like I was like, I was in love, bro. Bro was.
Is this the lightning bug from the lightning bug? Yeah.
Yes.
The little fucking fly that
I cannot listen to Rod Wave anymore. Crying a little bit, not gonna lie.
I'm just like, needs to be swatted.
Rod Wave came out on my playlist the other day, and I had to skip it because I got sad.
Just bawling. Just fucking swat this fly.
All of Rod Wave's music is like sad. And normally I would be able to just deal with it because I had happy memories associated with it, and so now I'm just like, no, it just makes me sad now.
Yeah, it's weird. What I don't like sometimes when people get in a relationship is that especially if it's like two friends, because I've had this happen before, where two of my friends like get into a relationship, and it seems like they completely ignore me during some parts.
I know what you mean, yeah.
And it's like, dog, I'm literally right here. And I've had people like say, hey, and this happened with my friend. Let's say her name is Grace. Her name's Grace, okay? And she had a crush on Petunia, okay? Mm-hmm. Grace said, I think I might have feelings for Petunia. And you could see she would absolutely treat Petunia like so much differently. And no matter how like many times we were close, one of the things she would always bring up was Petunia. And I felt like I came to hang out with you. Why aren't we talking together, right? Why aren't we talking, like we used to before you realized this, right? Like it was very hard. having that kind of thing happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, Grace, like, decided that it was not the best thing to talk about those kinds of feelings, and eventually they kind of dissolved. And we're still, like, all three of us are, like, still good friends, right? But it was one of those things where I was like, I'm very uncomfortable because I just wanted to hang out with a friend.
Yeah.
And especially if I don't usually see this friend often. And when I see this friend, I'm like, oh my God, I love spending time with you. But I didn't get to see this friend often. And I was very upset that the only thing they could talk about was Petunia. I was like, come on. You don't want to talk about the fact that you just went to a gymnastics competition? You don't want to talk about that? You don't want to talk about how your classes are going? Nothing about that? Really? You would say it. It was kind of sad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because and I was like, you don't want to watch a movie, you want to talk about Petunia. But I feel like if it's done right, it won't feel that kind of way. But it was a little awkward being in the same room because I'm like, I know something you don't. Type thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm
I feel
over it now.
awkward. I feel awkward because, like, two of my friends are in love, and I'm so, so happy for them. I love
Yeah.
them together. But sometimes I'm like, y'all do not need to be together right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they have two separate apartments. Do they sleep separate ever? No. And, like, one of their roommates even got mad at them, like, you're never home anymore, like, we never hang out, blah, blah, blah. And then they got, like, pissed at the roommate. And I was like, I mean, the roommate kind of has a point, but I never said anything like that because I wanted to be a supportive friend.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was gonna come study for my foods quiz, and I realized Matt, my friend, my friend was in the lounge, and this is the ocean engineering lounge, right? They were there
Uh-huh.
early to study for the quiz, so I was like, oh shit, I'll come over too. And I realized why they hadn't said, "Oh, you should come to the lounge." Because the other time we had gotten there early to study for a quiz, they were like, "Oh, I'm in the lounge. You should come study with me." And I was like, "Okay, bet." This time I like found out they were in the lounge. I was like, "Oh, are you there? Like, I should come. I can come now. I'm not doing anything." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I am in the lounge." But I showed up and I was like, "Oh, now I see why you didn't invite me. Is because they were with their partner just in the ocean engineering lounge, and their partner isn't even an ocean engineer." Like,
Yeah. I feel like I
and then
understand the want to be with that person, like, all the time, but sometimes I just want to be able to sit and have a conversation with my buds, you know?
yeah,
Especially if I'm friends with that partner, I still want to have a conversation. Like, all three of us are buds.
yeah.
And I feel like if you're partners, you should be able to do that.
I feel bad for our other friend that lives with them though, because I bet my friend wants to see like my other friend a lot, but like they probably can't just walk into their room and hang out with them because they're always together.
Yeah.
I don't even see my other friend anymore. They've been so busy with school.
Oh.
I know, I feel really bad for them.
Yeah. Very much a oh shit kind of moment.
Relationships with friends is always hard. There's always like one person that's usually unhappy with something,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks, but it's like whatever.
Unfortunate. But
Some people
honestly,
are
man,
better at balancing their time than others.
that is very true. That is so true. I can say I am definitely not one of those people who can do time management and do it well.
I like to say I am. Somehow my friends still got mad at me for being in a relationship.
Well, the reason why for me was because it was not a good relationship in the first place.
I'm talking about the first college one.
Ernesto?
Yeah.
Well,
I
think
don't
it
think
may
you were
have.
ever mad at me for that. Unless you were.
It was more of that was the only thing you were talking about. the entire time. And, like, I was happy for you. It's just sometimes when you said Ernesto, I was like, I don't, But like, I could tell you were just that infatuated.
Yeah.
And so it's just sometimes it got on my nerves, but it's not like it was a huge deal that I felt like I had to bring it up with you. It was just at some points I was like, eh.
Yeah.
But that's all that it was. It was just like like an ick. I got an ick, but that's about it.
I got you. Ah, now I have Rod Wave stuck on my head. Fuck. Fuck.
I don't know why, but that's really funny. Just like, shit. Here we go again. But, okay. So, is a part of you holding off dating because you don't feel good enough?
No.
Do you feel like you have to be perfect or reach some
dating
sort?
Because I feel like other people aren't good enough.
As you should. Are you afraid to start dating? If so, why?
Yes, but not really. It's like literally the only thing I'm afraid of is I guess like just going through all the effort to lose somebody again.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Like,
and having to start over again. I hate that shit.
That thing with the thing is that with that girl that I was talking to, Amy, we were talking about like things that we liked, and the thing is that we both liked a video game, and we were talking about she was saying, I don't have a lot of friends who play this game in the area. Like, I have some in in the manga club, but I don't have any like outside of that.
What's the game?
League. Duh.
Okay.
Duh.
Sorry. I got my
And
laughs
so
out.
I invited them to the server, being like, hey, you can hang out with us, you know? But then they started to pull that shit, because I thought, towards the end of the night, I was like, okay, we're definitely just going to be friends. Like, that's the entire thing that I was like, oh, I don't feel like a lot of chemistry between us or anything. But, like, you know, it's fine or whatever. At least I made a friend. But no! Apparently I did not! I met one night stand kisser, apparently. A one kisser stand.
That's the worst. I've had some of those.
Because I'm not a girl who sleeps together on the first date. That's not who I am. Because there are some girls who do that, and more power to you if you want to.
Yeah.
But, like, that ain't my thing. I'm sorry, that ain't my thing. Like, cuddling, yes. Kissing, sure. But, like, I don't want to get any deeper than that on the first date. That's
Bro,
weird.
Girls who fuck without going on like an actual date first scare me. Like,
it's kind of a power move,
but I could not. They scare me.
It's kind of a power move, but at the same time, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, it's very like a, oh god,
yeah,
okay, wow, type thing.
You sound like what's his name? It's like, okay, yeah, like that DJ.
Okay,
like that. Yeah. What's his name? Oh my god, I don't know what they call him.
Little Wayne.
That's not Lil Wayne, is it?
Little Wayne.
I don't think Lil Wayne's the one that goes,
Little Wayne.
okay. Lil Wayne doesn't like that. Lil Wayne doesn't like scream like that.
Lil Jon.
It's Lil Jon. Yeah.
Same shit. No, fuck you.
I was like, I listened to Lil Wayne. There's no way it's fucking Lil Wayne.
I was like, Lil Wayne. What?
Not the Mrs. Officer singer. Wee. I love that song. The Cotta 5.
Have you ever had a season where you didn't have a guy in your life?
Freshman year of high school, I think. But it was like the first month, and then never again. Actually, no, that's a lie. I mean, I've had seasons, but it's like they're not long seasons, which is maybe a bad thing. But I think right now is my season that I'm kind of trying to do that, but we'll see if it lasts. And the only reason it wouldn't last is because of other people, not because of me.
Tommy, shut the fuck up. Anyways. My hope is that you had a chance to be honest with yourself, taking a good look at where your life is right now and what you might be needing in this season. I hope that this answer key gives you a little bit.
I just need friends. And I got you, so we good.
The reason I asked this question, the first question, are you really if you're really honest with yourself, do you want a relationship? The reason I asked this question is because we often don't do that. We talk about relationships so much as women, and there can be so much pressure to date someone, find your person, get married. I think we forget to ask ourselves, is this what we actually want?
That's real.
Not just what we want in general. We forget to ask ourselves, is this what we want in this season right now? The answer can be yes, and it doesn't have to, but it also doesn't have to be yes. The second question, if you do want a relationship, why? Our motivations for wanting to be in a relationship will tell us about whether or not we are ready. If your answer is something along the lines of wanting to share your life with someone, wanting a partner to walk through life with, wanting to love someone, those are all great reasons. What I want you to be on the lookout for, though, is whether you might be looking to a relationship to fix something within you or within your life. That's a warning sign that you may not be ready. Because while relationships really do add so much to our life, they're not going to fix our life. And they are never supposed to. If we're looking into another person to fix a part of our life, that often has a few different results. It can cause us to settle for people who might not be right for us, with an unhealthy relationship to start. It leaves us feeling disappointed and dejected when the relationship doesn't come through as the cure we were hoping for. It impairs our ability to be a good, healthy partner in a relationship. And it puts too much pressure on the relationship and on the other person, which can lead to a really hard relationship and end the relationship with that person altogether. Now, keep that in mind. I have made this mistake more than once, so if you have to, know that you are so not alone.
I liked that one.
There are better ways, a way to result in healthier relationships and a healthier us. If you have some places that feel really broken or incomplete in your life right now, the best thing you can do is to take some time to work on healing those things directly. For example, if you're feeling really lonely in your life right now, a relationship can definitely help, but it can't fix your loneliness altogether. It was just never supposed to. You need more than just one relationship in your life. You need people who are your people. You need friends, family, a religious community. Apparently, this person's very religious, but you don't have to be. Just people in your corner. So if you're feeling really lonely in this season right now, spend some time seeking other kinds of relationships. First, go join a small group, go to religious things, regularly invite friends to coffee, invest some interest in coworkers, do things like that. Having those other relationships will keep you from putting too much pressure on a romantic relationship once you have one, and it'll help you make wise choices about who you decide to date instead of choices spurred by loneliness. Having people in your corner will help give you the wisdom and confidence you need to step up into the dating scene. And your new community might actually be the way you actually meet a really great guy. Another example is if you're looking for mentorship, guidance, or even healing in our lives this season. A boyfriend or husband can offer great advice and they can be a part of the healing process. They can't take a place of mentors, doctors, therapists. They're not supposed to. So if you have some areas of your life where you feel particularly lost or hurt or broken, seeking out healing and help from other sources first. And here's the thing, if you do this, if you're seeking healing and fulfillment and completeness from the right sources in your life, you'll be free to enter a relationship without putting too much pressure on the person. You'll be able to find someone really great and be really great for them. It'll set you up for a healthy, long lasting relationship. So take a good look at your answer and into your heart. Are you looking for a relationship to fix things that only friends, family, a counselor, a mentor can help with? And if you are, hold off dating. But if you're already getting those things met in the right places, if you're not looking for a fix, but rather someone to share a great life with, then you might be ready to date.
Let's go.
Do you have a broken heart or feelings for someone you're trying to get over? This is question 3. When I was in college, I dated this guy named Mike. Mike and I dated on and off throughout college and always during really specific seasons of my life. Mike and I had always dated when I was trying to get over someone else. Mike was my permanent rebound relationship. Now here's the thing, that was not fair to Mike and it was not fair to me either. Mike is a really great guy and he deserved to be with someone whose heart was available for him. My heart was hurt and too tangled up. It was so broken and was never able to commit to him. And so really what I was doing was using him. I was using him for attention, for hugs and kisses and cuddles, and from distraction from my broken heart. And every so often, I was using him to make the other guy jealous. I'm not proud of this, for the record. I sincerely apologize to you. But not only was this unfair to Mike, it was also unfair to me. Breakups, while they're totally brutal and impossibly painful, are also a great opportunity. When our hearts are cracked open like this, it's a perfect moment for us to learn more about ourselves, to become better versions of ourselves. Breakups are a wonderful teacher, a great catalyst for beautiful life changes. Breakups are also a wonderful time for us to seek. Oh, okay, that's where it gets religious again. This person is really religious, Jesus Christ. But because I was using Mike as a band-aid for my broken heart, instead of actually facing my own broken heart, it kept me from growing and learning more about myself. It was also a really prolonged my healing process. Because I wasn't healing, I was avoiding. So if you have a broken heart right now, or if you have feelings for someone that you're trying to get over, seek healing before you seek out other relationships. Use this time to seek wholeness, newness, and to learn and grow as a person. If you take time to do those things, your future relationships will do so much better as a result. Number 4 is we all have had hard things happen. Is there anything in life that's been particularly hard that you might not have worked through yet? That was question number 4. So the reason why we ask this question is life can be hard at times. Throughout our lives, we go through things that break us and hurt us, wound us, and totally knock us over. I so wish this wasn't happening to all of us, but I have conversations all the time with women who have been in abusive relationships, who have suffered abuse from family members, whose parents are in the middle of a divorce, who are in the middle of a divorce themselves, and people who are grieving a big loss or grieving a loss of a job or a dream or a loved one or relationships. Every single one of us experience heartbreak, trauma, and really hard things that we all walk through life on this beautiful broken earth. And while these don't discount us from love, not at all, it's important that we take the time to heal. Sometimes when it comes to our relationships, unhealed hurts can turn into unhealthy relationships. Here are a few examples. A few years ago, a friend of mine found herself in a manipulative and emotionally abusive relationship. It was terrible. He was a truly unhealthy person, and we were thrilled when she ended the relationship for good. But not long after she got out of the relationship, she hopped right back into another one. She didn't take time to heal, didn't take the time to process it to get some counseling, which is really what she needed. And the saddest thing is that the next guy she dated could have been the first guy's twin. This unhealed hurt turned into a pattern into her life and became much harder to break. Another dear friend of mine is weathering her parents' divorce. Her dad was unfaithful to her mom, and her family has been torn apart. My dear friend started dating a wonderful guy in the midst of the season, but much to both of their frustrations, she found herself totally unable to trust him. He hadn't done anything wrong. He hadn't done anything to lose that trust, but because of her parents were going through and because she didn't have time to process and heal from her father's betrayal, she was projecting all that mistrust onto the guy who totally didn't deserve it. A sweet reader of mine reached out to me after the death of her beloved grandfather. They were so close, best friends, and his death broke her heart completely. A few days after the funeral, she was out with some friends and a guy approached their table. He thought she was cute and asked for a number, and they started to date. She told me that her friends could see immediately that he was not a good guy, but she was so blinded by grief and was so desperate for a distraction and some comfort, she wasn't able to see how unhealthy the relationship was. She said, I stayed in that terrible relationship for a year. It was such a mistake. I wish I had just healed from my loss and then started dating. My grief really impaired my judgment. Friend, if you're in the midst of a tough decision right now, or a tough season right now, or if something sad, painful, traumatic has happened in your past, it's really important for you to take your time with it. I know this is so hard. I'm with you. I totally get it. But your future relationships will be so much better as a result. So take a look into your heart, at your life, and at your past right now. Do you have some things that might need to heal before you get into a relationship? And if so, it's probably a good idea to address those first. If you have already done this work, or if nothing comes to mind, that's a great sign that you're ready to start dating.
Is it over?
That was number 4. Now on to number 5. This is
Wait,
10
how many
questions.
questions are there?
10.
Oh,
We're halfway through.
I feel like we should not read all of it.
Girl, I've been paraphrasing. I'm not even gonna lie. This is not
Are you
word for word.
serious?
I am so serious.
Dang.
It is pages upon pages. Dog.
I started like spacing out a little bit.
Okay, being insecure is not good when you're in a relationship. How are you with your faith? I want to skip that question because that is just a weird thing to ask when you're talking about a relationship, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm like, your faith is your faith. That has nothing really to do with you and your dating. You know?
Yeah, unless you're Christian, because a lot of Christian people want other people that are Christian.
That's true.
Me, I don't really mind, at least not right now.
Yeah. If you're in a season of transition, you're probably not ready for a relationship. And it's a good idea to wait until after the transition, to start putting yourself out there. Now, this isn't like set in stone or anything. If you meet someone really great before this transition, you could definitely pursue that relationship and see where it goes. Although long distance is possible, you could always move, or he could as well. If the guy is really wonderful and just so happens to be when you meet, then it might be totally worth it. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just something to think about. If you're going to go through a big transition, do you want to start dating someone before? Or if you'd rather hold off and start dating someone until you're a bit more settled in. When it comes to time, space, and mental energy, this answer is incredibly subjective. There is no right answer. There's no perfect time to start dating or to be in a relationship. You don't need to have hours upon hours to spare. But if you're in a season where you're barely sleeping because you're so busy or where your schedule is totally packed to the brim, you might decide you might want to wait until you start dating and pursuing a relationship. On the flip side, if you realize that you are that busy and that it could potentially be holding you back from being able to connect with life with someone great, you might decide it's time to get a few things off your plate. And maybe you decide that while all of your obligations are important, you also want to have space for meeting someone. So that could be another thing as well. Oh, do you feel like you're holding off dating? Should you date? Don't. Definitely don't. As we're talking about in this answer key, there are some things we should heal and address before jumping into dating. Those are things to make dating relationships extra hard. Friend, you will never be perfect. It's frustrating. I totally know. But it's true. We'll never be perfect. We'll always be growing, and it's always in process. And when we connect our lives to another person, we'll beautifully imperfect people connecting our lives to another beautifully imperfect person. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Oh my god, if I get an air fryer, what's the first thing I should make in it?
I'd say fried cheese.
Oh shit. That does sound good.
Kind of like mozzarella sticks. Like you get pancake batter and then you get string cheese or like cheese sticks, and then you dip them in there and then you air fry them.
That's so smart.
But it's also so simple. Ta-da! I'm a genius, I know.
You got any other genius air fryer thingies?
Well, those chicken nuggets that you have in the freezer.
Oh! Wow.
You could also get frozen French fries and do that.
Wow.
Did you really not think of that?
I honestly didn't realize what all you could put in an air fryer. To be honest with you, I just knew that they were cool.
Dog, you could put cinnamon rolls in there.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm in a nut.
Just not realizing what you could put in an air fryer.
Dude, I don't have one. I've never thought about it too hard. I just see the recipes people do on Instagram that are kind of complicated sometimes. They're complicated but easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
It's not just simple stuff you throw in. I never thought, oh, I could just throw in nuggets. It's so smart.
That's the first thing I think of when I think of an air fryer. I guess that's the difference, I guess.
I think I just thought, oh, air fryer, it's something I cook stuff in. But, I don't know why I thought, oh, it's something I have to make something to put in. You know what I mean? Not just, I could just throw something in there. That's cool.
Should that be your next podcast episode is about food?
Air fryers.
Air fryers? Just a whole podcast about air fryers? I don't think that'll fly. Chat, what do you think? Should we do an entire episode on fucking air fryers? It's so funny. Just air fryers. I want air fryers, man. Air fryers.
I want an air fryer so bad. I'm putting this home on my credit card because technically I need to pay tuition. I don't have money for it, but it's only $30.
Get the air fryer. You've been talking about this for a long time, too.
Exactly. I'm missing $150 for my tuition, but I asked my dad if he would help me, and I'm praying that he will, so.
He better. Because
Or else I'm gonna have a negative account balance in 2 days.
I can lend you the money if you need it.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Now I want to listen to Brett Fayez.
Don't do it.
Wait. No, I love that. I love that artist. He kind of toxic, but he has a really good voice.
What to put in air?
My mom's probably gonna come get me soon, so we can go to Target.
You could put in veggies. You could put in broccoli.
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
I
don't
love
see
asparagus.
Best air
Asparagus
fryer
is a veggie?
recipes.
Asparagus.
You could do air fried salmon, air fry omelet, air fried potatoes, air fried turkey breast, tandoori turkey breast. You could do air fried chicken wings.
Potato.
Are you just stuck on potato?
I love potatoes.
I know, but you're gonna have to like dice them, dude. Like
I'll dice them with my teeth.
Just cut them into coins. Into
coins?
Yeah, coined potatoes.
Like circles?
Yeah, coined potatoes.
What?
Coin the potatoes.
That sounds wasteful.
Coin the potatoes? What do you mean?
'Cause
potatoes are round. Potatoes are round. You coined them, meaning you just chop them into coins. What are you talking about?
I was thinking small, like the same size as coin. That sounds.
No, coin just means round. No, coin just means you get them round. You just get a potato that's naturally round and you just cut it. You just cut the potato. No, I'm gonna keep on talking about this. You get a potato that's like a cylinder. They're basically cylinders. They're basically already coins.
They're lumpy.
Yes, they are lumpy, but they're also just, they're a fucking potato, dude. I don't understand what the disconnect happened.
I think it's reasonable to think when you say coin to make them the size, like smaller than potatoes.
They shrink in the air fryer.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I don't have an air fryer.
I know, but think about fried potatoes. Like, look at this. That's a coin. That's a fucking coin. They're coined potatoes. They shrink in air fryers. They think they shrink if you fry potatoes.
That small?
They can.
Were they not?
How big do you think potatoes are? How big do you think a potato is?
Are we talking about the small potatoes, or are they like a large, like a potato you bake, like a baked potato? That's what I was thinking.
They could be both. They can be both.
I was thinking of the big baked potatoes. I was like, damn, you're just gonna coin a giant baked potato?
You can. Those are good. They're great. Eat those.
Okay, but they wouldn't look like that.
They could.
It would be bigger.
No. They can shrink. They shrink. Anyways, you can air fry an everything bagel into avocado fries. Basically, you can make avocado toast with the everything bagel, and it becomes like avocado fries.
What?
You could air fry a pork chop. You don't like pork chops.
What's an everything bagel?
An everything bagel is it's like a savory bagel, okay?
Huh.
Everything bagel. So, an everything bagel is a type of bagel baked with a mix of toppings. The exact ingredients vary, but the recipe can include caraway seeds, garlic flakes, onion flakes, poppy seeds, sesame seeds with salt. Everything bagels taste great. They're fucking delicious.
Huh, I've never had one.
They're so good, dog.
I need to go to Einstein. We have an Einstein bagels, bro. Bagel.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I want
I
one
want to I
today.
want to go, but I'm never over there during like morning hours because I have a lot of early classes and I'm just not going to walk all the way over there to that side of the campus
Oh
just
my
to run
god.
somewhere else.
Sorry, they did tonkatsu, like air fried tonkatsu, and they're calling it air
Ooh.
fried pork chop.
Oh.
What the
With
fuck?
like with noodles?
With like a side of rice, but with like the
Oh.
same. But they have like tonkatsu sauce on top, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh.
You could do air fried berry crisp.
Ooh.
It's a fruit crisp and one of the best baking tricks in the books. They're easy to make. You toss in whatever fruit you have with a scoop of good vanilla ice cream. A good way to end a meal. It looks like it has like oats or granola, and then you have like blueberries and like raspberries and blackberries. It looks
That sounds
delicious.
good as shit.
You can air fry chicken parmesan, air fry lemon garlic shrimp, air fry cheeseburger. What? Air fry cheeseburger. I'm gonna combine beef, garlic, and soy sauce and shape into 4 patties. Place 2 patties in the air fryer and cook at 375 for 4 minutes per side.
Bro,
So,
at this
okay.
point I don't even need a meal plan. If I have an air fryer?
Air fried tofu. You could get fried tofu.
I don't actually know if I like tofu.
You can air fry donuts.
I haven't really tried it recently.
You can air fry donuts. What the fuck? Air fried donuts. What are you talking about? You better not be lying to me. And then you make a safe bowl, a measuring cup with milk, teaspoon, whisk, flour, salt,
Why
sugar,
did my
butter,
friend wear
egg,
all
vanilla.
black to her parents' wedding? She seems happy, but I'm confused why she wore that outfit. I feel like that's disrespectful.
Need the dough, the donut.
I would never wear all black to my dad's wedding.
I would. That's because
Really?
I feel like I look good in all black. What do you mean?
Okay, but aren't you not supposed to wear black to weddings?
You can't wear white to weddings.
Yeah, but isn't it like I thought it was disrespectful to also wear black to weddings.
No, it's not. Not at all.
I still wouldn't wear black to a wedding.
Well, that's your choice.
Because it feels like grieving. Like you wear black to a funeral. I would not want to do that to a wedding.
You wear all black every day. Do you seem like you're going to a funeral?
Yeah, but not for a celebration.
Yeah, but what does it matter? If you have like the nice black dress and you're wearing all black.
I would not wear a nice black dress to my dad's wedding.
I would.
It feels wrong.
It feels great.
Especially because my stepmom is like from Mongolia, and like colors have power and stuff like that. With like their culture.
Well, that's a different set of circumstances. Sorry, that was my chair. If you hear like a squeak the entire time. As a general rule, wearing black is totally acceptable, as the hue is very versatile. However, you should avoid wearing white unless you are told otherwise. The shade is reserved exclusively for the bride. Thank you. That's why I'm like, I don't understand. Where did you think all black was bad?
It feels wrong at a wedding.
Yeah, I don't understand where the disconnect is. Like, bridesmaids sometimes wear all black because the bride wants all black.
The disconnect is.
Yeah, but you said it was like a funeral. Like it was
you wear black to a funeral, so I feel like wearing black to a wedding just feels wrong.
Yeah, but like, no, I don't agree with that.
It makes sense.
I don't think it makes sense. But if it makes sense to you, that's okay. It's just I personally don't understand it. That's all.
It feels like you've been calling me stupid for the past 20 minutes.
We haven't even been on this topic for the past 20 minutes. What do you mean?
No, because you were yelling me at me about potatoes, and now you're yelling about me about this.
You're cutting out. But no, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying that I don't understand because like I get what you're saying, but at the same time I don't understand.
It feels like you're demeaning me right now.
I don't mean so. It's just how I'm speaking.
Oh, my mom is calling me.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to. It's just the way I speak. I don't mean it's so mean. Is this why people call me mean? I don't mean to. Sorry. Air fried banana blueberry muffin sounds great as fuck. And also orange chicken. Ooh. But yeah. I think the biggest thing. Wow, I got a text message from my friend. Sorry, I have a friend who so oh my god, what the fuck? No. Sorry. There I have a friend who I met through so basically I was bored during the pandemic and joined like this server with a bunch of people who I don't know. This is a person that I also met on the internet, and I was just talking into that server, and we started getting to know each other, and I was like, "Hey, what's it doing?" And we used to talk about Tetris a lot because during that time I was getting really into like mobile Tetris for some goddamn reason, and we would send each other our high scores back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and out of nowhere they just texted me. I was like, "I got a new high score on Tetris," and I'm like, "I haven't talked to you in like 6 months." It was really funny to me. I don't know why. Oh shoot! They sent me a picture of their new high score, and it's 307. My high score in Tetris is 600 and something. I used to be like really good at Tetris, and I don't know why. It's like the strangest superpower I have. Like just constantly playing Tetris for no reason, just like oh no, it's just really funny to me. But this is definitely not what I thought the podcast was going, like what kind of direction it is. But honestly, it's quite entertaining. I don't know if it is for you, but it definitely is for me. Just my friend just screaming at me, "I feel like you're calling me stupid." I'm like, "No, I just like what?" It's just really funny to me. I don't know why. But yeah. But it seems like the podcast is starting to come to a close for everyone. It seems like she has to go somewhere, and I don't really have that much to do. So I might start streaming a game, or I might just end the stream here and then play a video game off on my own. But this is definitely not how I thought the podcast was gonna go. Definitely not in a million years could I predict that this was the direction. It seems like I have to start like putting down specific, what's it called, like topics and ground rules and how we're gonna do stuff, and maybe get like a timestamp or a time frame because we've almost been talking for 4 hours, but that's normal for us. But that should not be normal for our audience of just two people talking for 4 hours straight, talking about whatever they want and whatever they want to. But this is definitely not how I thought this was going to go at all. But it's still very entertaining for me. But I'm kind of gonna let us just say goodbye for a little bit. And I hope this was entertaining in some way. If anyone has any questions, put them in the chat or put them somewhere on my various social medias that are probably linked down below. But yeah, this was very fun for me. I don't know why. And if you want to see any guests on here, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. But Thomas, do we got the clips? Do we got the clips though? Do we get the clips? At least timestamps. Have you been paying attention? Come on, you're supposed to be my clip guy. I gave you the moderator specifically for the clip guy. Really, I'm also gonna post the VOD on YouTube. So if anyone is just joining or really needs to leave, I'm gonna put that VOD on YouTube, and I'm gonna put in a specific list, and we're going to see when the next episode can happen. Hope maybe it's on another weekend. It might be on a weekday. It might be later. It might be sooner. It's not going to be consistent. I can guarantee you that. That's the one thing, is that it's not going to be consistent. The one thing that I want to be more consistent, though, is live streaming on my own, playing video games on here. This is just kind of a segment of what we were doing. But I do, once I am a more larger creator, I actually want to do a podcast on my own, but with a little bit of a twist. And I'll let you know what that is in the future. But I want to do more big projects and stuff like this. I know this is not necessarily what you call quote unquote big project, but it's a big project for me, you know, for someone who doesn't really do anything and just like posts weird stuff, like random variety TikTok videos, and I don't post on Instagram. I sometimes tweet on Twitter, but very low. The most one I am active on is TikTok, which is weird and I think kind of sad, but it's fine. I really do want to become more active on social medias, though. You know? Because this is something that's kind of cool to do, especially to see people's reactions to it. I don't know, it's just really fun. It's just fun for me. I don't know. I just really like doing it.
Do I need to say bye?
I would appreciate it, yes.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm muting myself on my mom's on the phone. My mom's like crying, so.
Okay, we'll talk about this after we say goodbye to the lovely people.
Yeah.
Remember to follow our social medias. It's always either Gillyfish or Cupcake Gamers /games. Make sure to check out the links in the description below, and make sure that you... Anything you want to plug in, Hannah, before I give the outro?
I'm good. Hold on.
Okay. I think we're about to wrap it up here. So thank you so much for being here for the first episode. And
okay, I'm back.
Make
My
sure.
mom was asking where I went.
Oh. That. Okay. Yeah, I muted you on stream. It's fine. It's fine. But okay. So, anyways, anything you would like to say for final wrap ups?
I'm good. Bye.
Bye bye. Okay. I'm gonna say something basic soon. So don't judge me, okay?
That's fine.
Thank you so much for being here. Remember, you got this. Life is a piece of cake. And make sure to sprinkle a little happiness here and there. Okay, bye.